who fancies doing a recap of what happened last week when we played Dungeons and Dragons?
I had a fancy dinner.
Before that?
That's all.
Yeah. Well, we fucking resurrected Thingamabob.
Oh yeah, Thingamabob.
Matuk. Yeah, we went and fetched Matuk's body. Rurak rode on a bird. Raffin turned into a bird. Brought the body back. Altius looked not so fresh.
Yeah, he dusted.
Yeah,
Dusted
after
himself, kind of.
resurrecting Matuk, he turned into ash. Matuk was a little bit shook up. We all took a good wee sleep. We then woke up the next morning to go down to Stormguard to try and convince them to help build up the temple and maintain it. And Matuk was to be the caretaker. The Queen of Stormguard wasn't very happy with this, didn't agree, but the people seemed alright with it. And then we travelled to Meriden to meet up with Zolga. Had a fancy dinner with a spicy wing and drinking contest.
Lidda had to go look at a body, but didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was very far away.
And we overheard word of a shipment.
Yes.
Besides that, I think that was everything.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. That seems pretty accurate. So, last week when you resurrected Matuk, I said that Altius upgraded Rurak's stuff, and then I didn't tell Rurak what he upgraded them to.
That's cool.
Because I kind of just glossed over that bit in the heat of the moment. So, Rurak, we'll start with your champion. So your champion feat has upgraded slightly. So instead of having resistance to lightning damage and thunder damage, you now have immunity to lightning damage and resistance to thunder damage.
Very nice.
Dang. Okay.
Your hammer is now a +2 hammer. Your lightning bolt 3 DC is no longer just a fixed DC. It's now your spell save DC. And the damage of that feature increases to 6d6 lightning damage rather than 4d6 lightning damage. And you may now use a bonus action to will Felnir to rematerialize in your hand. This feature has no distance limitation, but if Felnir must cross to a different plane of existence, there's a 50% chance the summoning fails. If the summoning does fail, you cannot summon Felnir again until you're on the same plane of existence.
Right. Cool.
So he comes back, just not if you're too far on the other side of the universe.
Yeah, that's great. Cool. Hell yeah.
So I haven't updated it in D&D Beyond, but
okay.
But yeah. So you guys are in the restaurant. Where did we finish off last week? Are you still in the restaurant, or had you left?
It
was a spicy food competition.
Narinn was heading back to his ship at the very least.
Okay, so Narinn's heading back to the ship. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I went to the spire and then I left because I realized I had to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you were seeing Kathy, weren't you?
I think everyone was just going to bed, weren't they?
Yeah, probably. Cool. Okay, so
And had some slight business to it.
oh, you did have business to attend to, didn't you? And I said we were going to do it as an interlude, but then I wasn't sure if I was going to be around. So I guess we can do it just now, if you want.
Sure, if that's cool with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So where are you going?
Going back to my ship. To the captain quarters to speak to Farrell, bring in Malbryn.
Okay, so yeah, Farrell's there. He's just kind of hanging out, basically, having his dinner. he sort of
What's
looks
he
up when
having for
you.
dinner?
He's having he's got like takeout. He's having fish and chips.
Oh, nice.
So he's kind of like gnawing on a thing when you come in. He's like, "All right."
Hello. Did you manage to find anything out?
Let's see. He's like, so it turns out the docks are pretty big, and there's not a huge. Did you hear anything else?
All I told you was the 2 people at the restaurant, and if you could have people tail them. And besides that, it was just the shipping company.
He's like, yeah, I sent Morzer and Trinicus up to do that, but then they haven't come back yet, so I'm not sure.
Is he one of the biggest guys we have?
Morzer's wee.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's wee and quiet. I thought he'd be good.
Oh, perfect then. I apparently don't know my crew.
He says, otherwise, like the shipping company they run like a huge chunk of the dock, so it's not like there's not a super amount of stuff to go on with the shipping company. I know where the offices are.
Malbryn, do you have any ways of narrowing the shipment down?
So, for reasons unknown to everyone apart from Mr. DM, I may already know some things about this, right?
Oh yeah, I think you do.
Am I right or am I wrong?
I think you probably do.
I think there's some. I think in my downtime, there's something I could find out some stuff about it. But I do not know what that is.
Sure. Okay. Well, give us an investigation check, Malbryn, just to sort of kind of get an idea of how much you know.
You know, a fair amount.
That's a 22.
That is a 22.
You could roll as high as a 31.
So let me check my notes. This is in a different section of notes. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Get out of bed.
Yeah, what time is it? Is it bedtime?
Time.
Yeah.
It's about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, yeah. So it's fairly late.
Little pray, then bed.
Don't pray.
Yeah, I'm probably calling the fam.
Sure,
Calling the family.
Hello?
Hello? Who's
Hello?
there? Morning?
It's your dad. What's going on?
Hey.
I suppose, they're a bit it's a bit difficult to make out what's going on in these stones sometimes. How's it going?
It's fine.
How's it going?
It's going well. I've finished my mission with the folks going up. We cleaned up Mount Grey Thunder.
Alright, okay.
Aye.
How'd that
so
go?
That's sort of now it went pretty well. Yeah. I've got the temples all clear now, so the big man's happy with me. I've got a mate looking after it, and off to the next place is the situation just now.
Right, okay. Well, aye, that's good. So, aye.
You should come visit at some time. Like, go up to the temple, seeing,
Aye, when you what's your plan? You're fixing it up, aye?
I'm fixing it up. I've got a mate looking after it.
Right.
And,
okay. Who's he? Is he good? He's a good dwarf lad?
No, he's a big orc. Matuk, he's a good lad.
You hear this kind of banging noise? Sorry, what did you say?
Orc. Big old green one.
It sounds
big horn.
like what? Are you?
Aye, you heard?
I think it's breaking up a bit. I don't. It sounds a lot like you're talking about orcs.
Oh, RK. Green skin,
Green?
big horn.
Where'd you
Aye.
meet one of them? They don't
He's a
live in the
friend.
mountains. How'd you?
No, I'm
What are
in.
all these friends you're making?
Travelers. We're all.
Are you sure he's trustworthy?
Crazy folk. Ah, he's good. He's good.
All right, okay. I mean, if you see,
He's all for Altius, all for the big man.
All right, okay. So you've got him. You got him building the temple.
He's helping out.
Right, okay.
He's taking care of it.
So what are you doing?
The party's got more things they want to do. My mates, they wanna sort out a little money situation, I think. So we're on that just now.
How much do you need?
Dad, I'm fine. Don't worry.
How much do you need? Don't
I'm
be around
fine.
the bush with this.
It's nah. I'm fine. I can pay all I need. It's them. They've had to pay their trips in that.
Well, I'm not talking to their parents about it.
That's fine. You don't want to talk to their parents about it.
Okay.
I'll keep them in check. Don't worry.
All right. Okay. Just make sure they're not. Make sure you're getting paid, son. Your labor's important.
Don't worry. I've taken plenty enough cash from the party.
But don't be ripping people off, though. That's not the Don Forge way either. All right.
No, I know. I'm working for the money. Don't worry.
Charge a fair rate, but not.
They need me for the healing. So I think the little bit of gold's not too much missed.
Right. Okay.
Is everyone in the family doing okay?
Okay. We're just having breakfast just now.
Okay.
Shava came around for dinner the other day. I've got a bit of a cough right now.
You want to keep yourself isolated. If you got a bit of a cough, you don't want anyone to get ill.
Yeah, I'm just staying at home. It's important in times like these to stay around the house, keep away from others, and stop infecting folk. If it can be avoided.
Stay home, save lives.
Yeah. Don't want to put any undue pressure on the old DHS.
You're right there.
Your mum's here. Is it right? Aye. Do you want to speak to your mum?
Aye, all right, go on then.
That detects some hesitation, son.
No, it's just my mates, they want to go. I just thought I'd give you a quick call.
All right, okay. He says he's got to go. She says that's fine.
Aye, okay, no worries.
Aye.
Well, you take care of everybody then.
Okay, I will. Aye. You too.
And take care of yourself too.
Okay, will do.
Okay.
Have fun
Bye.
with your money.
Aye, will do.
And there's a kind
I'll see you later, alright?
a clunk.
Aye, there you go. That's me content with my phone call for the night.
Okay. So let me message Niall some information. Is there anything specifically you want to know now?
Not just as much as I could
Sure.
find out. just because from the brief I was given, I think, assuming that Malbryn didn't know anything about it, it would have just been like, okay, well, what is that?
Just kind of gather general information.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of assume that Malbryn. So I've sent you some stuff there. We'll assume that Malbryn has a good chance of knowing any information that is necessary. So if something comes up in you about the shipping company, and it's the sort of thing Malbryn would probably know, I'll just give you the answer. So what is your overall plan?
Well, Narinn can take the lead because currently Malbryn doesn't really know what's going on.
We're whapping together a quick plan. It's a heist, you could say.
A
Can
heist
find
for
the
what?
ship? Gonna rob the ship? I don't know. It's a high gamble heist. We don't have a clue what we're robbing.
So,
But hopefully it's good.
you heard one day at dinner, you overheard a conversation of literally just a shipment coming in, and you decided, I'm
From
going to steal
Anchor.
that. Okay,
It's from
from Anchor.
Anchor.
Okay.
And it seemed to pile up a bit of interest. That it was being, it was hot gossip at the table. So,
Does Rurak know that you guys are planning something with a shipment from Anchor?
I talked about it at the table.
not currently.
Rurak has a seal of the water lord, if that would be of any use to you.
I don't know that Narinn remembers that.
It's in his beard.
It's
So, what do you want to know?
me,
Why do you need my help?
because you're a pro thief, shall we say, and me in massive plate mail, with 2 tridents, good at the aftermath, not so good at the actual sneaking.
Okay.
I'd like to know what it is and where it is, but I'll just settle for where it is.
And all you have to go on is the name Sparax.
Sparax. Hopefully my guys didn't lose the tail at the restaurant. And it's from Anchor. That's all I have. That's all my information.
Okay. Well, what I know is that they're a shipping company that
Yeah.
kind of control a lot of Meriden docks, and they are technically separate from Eastrath, but they have a lot of ties with Eastrath.
Right.
They mainly do fine goods, your classic silk. Maybe I imagine they do some saffron, that kind of thing,
Very nice. Very nice.
But they've got a lot of areas that do generally a lot of things. Pretty much anything. And then, probably more so than the other shipping companies, there's just suspicion of criminal activity.
Good to know.
But yeah, so they have a lot of warehouses. So just
Shit.
Sparax doesn't really narrow it down. It's kind of
Okay.
like if you overheard that there was, a shipment coming from Anchor, the fact that it's Sparax is probably both unsurprising and not very helpful.
Okay. Feral, any word from Morzio and the other boy who was the other boy?
I've been standing here for 30 seconds. If they were back,
good
you'd
point.
know as much as I do. Hey, picks up a chip. Do you want a chip?
So, yeah, I'll have a chip, thank
Alright,
you.
there you go.
Just had some spicy wing.
Yeah, don't take too many.
Or spicy food.
Hey,
Just a couple.
yeah, a couple. This is my whole tea.
So you didn't find out anything? Not a damn thing.
I mean, not personally. It was 20 minutes ago.
Good point. I've only given you 20 minutes. I guess we'll wait for the boys to come back if they do.
Okay, yeah, that seems sensible.
Until then, I don't know. Just chill out.
Alright. Where are we going next?
I believe we're continuing with plan Rob the Dragon.
Okay, yeah.
So
Was there nothing at the top of that temple?
There was, but I'm not sure.
You're not getting paid.
I or the army.
You gotta charge fair price for your
Quite.
labor. Did I not teach you that?
I don't feel I can charge any price because we have borrowed money from them, but they aren't paying any expenses.
Mm.
But then I'm not making any money to pay for the ship, so that's why we have to do this dragon thing.
Right, okay.
Did you make any money while I was away? You were here for like a week.
Yeah, you were up the mountain for about 2 weeks or whatever. So yeah, he's like, yeah, we found there's about, he kind of kicks the chest.
Money.
There's about 200 gold in there.
Sweet. Good work.
Yeah, it's fine, you know. Just there was, you know.
We're going
running-
to gonna have to put on the good old silk merchant act again on the way up. Trick those villagers. Think we're
Right,
back
can we get some silk this time?
for
It's really
You want
hard
the
to pretend. It's really hard to pretend to be a silk merchant without any silk.
I mean, you guys earned 200 gold. If you want to spend it on silk, be my guest.
You're not making this easy. You took us
What
to a
do you want me
village
to do,
that's not
fund your
renowned.
silk habit?
No, it's a part of the act. You took us to a village not renowned for its silk production. Said we were a silk merchant. We didn't have any silk to sell them. They weren't selling any silk. Why were we there? I'm surprised they bought it.
It's a... Well, they'll buy it again. We can maybe pick up like a couple patches, say they're test batches, say we're looking to open stores across the nation.
You know, if you got a plan, that's fine.
You know,
That's fine. I'm not the plans man.
yeah. I'll figure it out. First of all, we just need someone to get to forge those documents to get us through Meriden, because fuck no am I paying that much money for them again.
Oh yeah, noticed that, yeah.
And then we need to figure out how to smuggle a small army and a small fortune across Meriden.
Well, I mean, where are
Easy
you
days.
hiding the? What are you doing with the temple money? Did you just leave it there?
Where is the temple money?
It's in the bag of holding.
It's right here. Oh wait, not my bag of holding, is it?
Distribute
It's in
these
it.
among everyone's bags of holding, I think.
Some of it's in here. Some of it is on other party members.
Oh, there can't have been much then.
There was a few thousand.
You're pulling my leg. It doesn't fit in there.
All this time, you haven't realized this bag is. No, actually, it's just it's just a big bag.
It doesn't look that big.
It's
He
really
kind of
big
goes
bag.
and like pokes it, and it's half empty. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, smuggler pros know how to hide goods in a bag, make it seem half full. It's actually full of thousands of gold.
All right, if you say so. Look, all I'm saying is, if we're going back and putting on the silk merchant act, I'd like a bit of silk to sell it.
Okay, yeah, we can go to the market tomorrow. We still need to get the documents forged.
Right, okay.
I don't know the status of that because I said I wanted to do that on the way back from the scouting mission. I don't know what we did there.
He'll probably put some people on it.
Cool.
There'll still be a
And
fee,
then-
obviously.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we need to clear out as much space in the, below deck.
Yeah.
So we can fit 35 grand worth of gold.
Is Malbryn still here? Or is Malbryn
Yeah,
like spawned off?
probably. I'm sure Malbryn knows the plan. Maybe not about the below deck, but
I don't know what he says. I don't know what you're talking about. Below deck doesn't exist.
no.
Would Malbryn
under the?
be like? Would Malbryn be able to piece together what it is?
Almost certainly.
I'm fairly sure I've revealed it by accident to the party on multiple occasions, so I feel like Malbryn probably already knew. But anyway, I'm just going to refer to it now as the secret place.
That won't draw any attention.
The secret place.
On our totally legit normal ship.
Yep, that's where the money will be hidden.
Smugglers.
We really need to get a lock
No.
for that thing.
Silk merchants.
Oh,
Captain
sorry.
Drake.
Yeah,
Okay.
get it right. Merchants.
Of
Of
what
silk.
ship? Oh, what was the captain of what ship, Mr. Drake?
Mr. fucking Narinn Markex to you bitch. This is
Oh,
the dubious
oh.
walrus. And the dubious walrus is a honest silk merchant ship.
I thought you were wheat merchants.
Wait, why are you here? You're not here. Piss
I'm
off.
not here.
You're asleep.
Yeah, I'm calling my fam.
What happened to all the wheat?
Well, we delivered the wheat. Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are waiting for Chronicles of Rinn to come back.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll offer Malbryn a drink if she'd like one. Farrell's probably already drinking, I presume.
yeah, he's got a little glass of something on the go.
Is there like a captain's rum that's for guests that sits in the
If you want that to be,
captain's quarter? I'd like there to be, but
Yeah,
I feel like
that
Farrell
seems
will just
plausible.
drink that at will.
he's probably got a bit of that. That's probably what he's working on right now
Sure. Good to know.
as sub captain.
Sub-captain, that's a good title. There we go.
He says, "I'm just testing it. It might be poison."
Oh, thank you very much. Sub-captain.
Is anyone else other than Narinn and Malbryn doing anything, or are you all just going to bed?
I'll probably start drunkenly drawing plans for the catapult on the ship.
Sure, okay. Like on the ship.
I'm at the deck, just like measuring things out and writing down notes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do this in 5 minutes.
Jake.
Yeah.
You know the place where that sword is that it belonged to the guy that I met? Is that
Yeah.
still open or is that
The panels will be shut by now. It opens pretty early,
Can I
opens
go
at
in
like
the
6.
morning then?
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, no worries.
I'll go in the morning.
Should we go to the market tomorrow? Go pick up silk. I got some diamond stuff we get to replenish.
Yeah.
Cool. And then are we heading off to kill this dragon afterwards?
I think so.
Guess,
Do we know what color the dragon is?
Green.
Green. Alright, because I'm thinking if we go for another hero's feast, we get resistance to poison.
Ooh.
Yes.
Would be very cool for the fight, I think.
Take that, green
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, cool. We'll
Nerfed.
get a bowl tomorrow then. Alright, cool.
Cool. So you guys are waiting about. You're waiting about an hour and a half. And Trinica sort of slopes back. Farrell's like looking out the window. He's like, your pal is she's measuring stuff on the ship right now.
Yeah.
What
that's
are you looking
normal.
at?
Just let her measure away.
Okay, if you say so. If you say so.
As long as she doesn't damage anything, that's fine.
And then Trinnicus sort of kind of makes his way into the captain's quarters. He's like, Captain. And he
Hello?
looks at Farrell. He's like, Captain.
Sub, Captain.
And he looks at Malbryn. He's like, ma'am. So is Marzier back yet?
Should he be?
Well, I'm not sure we got separated. The two, they split off. So I followed one to just the house. It's quite a nice house. Just a house, yeah. It was off in the spindle, where the robot. He says the other forge, the that neighborhood. It's quite a nice house. They went inside.
Which direction did Mozia head off in?
They went in different directions. So I took the man, he took the woman.
Okay.
And yeah, the guy just went to this house and he went into the house and I didn't come back out. So I'm guessing that's his house.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That's probably where he lives.
Yeah.
Oh,
a grundler. A grundler has followed us. Thanks for following us, Mr. Grundler, Mrs. Grundler, MX Grundler.
Hey.
He says yes. I think they're bit of a bust there, to be honest. Ken didn't really see anything going on.
damn it.
I mean, I can tell you all about the house if you want. Had Ivy up the side.
No, it's alright. Here, have a drink. Good work.
Was this the captain's room?
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Cam.
Welcome to the captain's quarters.
Oh, Captain's club. How's your day been?
Yeah, it's been good. Had a lovely meal.
That's good.
Very spicy. But yeah. Might need to send people out to look for Mozia.
I mean, I'm sure he'll come back.
What time is it at this point?
It's about like 10:30,
or 10.
close to 11. You're approaching midnight.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll give it until like 11:30 to see if he returns.
I mean, are you worried? Is there, should we be? I mean, Farrell didn't say anything about who they were.
I don't know who they are, but we don't have a lot of friends in Meriden. More people out to
That's
hurt
true.
us than to
That's
help.
true.
I mean, we're all patched up with the Syndicate, but that doesn't mean they'll leave us alone.
Yeah.
Plus, there was accidental talk of trying to revoke the Syndicate immediately after patching things, but it's fine. I don't think they know about that.
Hopefully not. Yeah, that'd be good.
It would be ideal.
It would, yeah. And about an hour goes by. You get to about 11:30, and Morzier has not come back.
I'm gonna rally the troops, as in the crew, and just I'm gonna send part of them looking for Mozia and part of them just trying to scour the docks for a bit of information.
Sure. Okay. Let's see how they do. Are you just letting them go until they find something worth reporting, or they get bored,
Yeah.
or? Are you saying I come back in there?
Until they find something, until it's gone on for too long. Maybe like 3 a.m. is too long.
Sure, okay.
No.
So about an hour goes by, and then Rathcran comes back. He's got more zero with him. More zero's like he's fine. He's just a bit kind of comes into the captain's part and does a little head bow.
Good to see you all right.
He kind of
Chief.
looks around and the moon sees much, Captain.
Did you find anything out?
The hunter followed the wolf and the sheep, and the sheep led the hunter to a house.
Is this how Nausea normally talks, or is this very suspicious?
Yeah, no, usually he talks in like weird omens and proverbs.
Oh boy. Okay. So you followed them to a house.
Yes.
Where was this house located?
In they call it the Shark, the Dragonborn, the Scalar neighborhood.
Okay.
They were
Nothing suspicious on your way?
no, they just went home. Unless it's someone else's house. I watched from the shadows, lit by the moon. And it wasn't tall enough to see in the window.
Why did it take you so long to report back?
It was further away.
Okay, fair enough. Distance is a good excuse. Any news from any of our other boys looking for information?
So did you have any specific guidance from them for as in what information for them to look for?
Just location and what it is. Those are the only two factors.
Sure, so what's you got on your crew?
Waylon. Jenna. Petrix.
So did you send everyone?
Yeah. In little pairs.
Sure, okay. So Waylon and Petrix come back after maybe 20 minutes after Morzir returns. And they kind of come into the quarters, and Waylon's like, Captain?
Yeah, Waylon?
Petrix does a little nod. And he says, Captain, we found, we heard there is a ship coming in tonight. As best we can tell. I mean, there's a few ships coming in tonight. But we know that one's coming in about an hour. Quite a fast one, quite small. They were saying, we overheard some dock workers, they said they weren't expecting it to take very long. There's a big galleon that's coming in crack of dawn. So they're saying that a lot of people haven't worked double shifts to help unload that one. And there's a mid-size sort of frigate coming in tomorrow morning, slightly afterwards. And they said that they're not sure what that ship is. No one's been contracted to help unload it. They don't know who it's chartered by.
It's very interesting. The people at the restaurant though said it was coming in tonight. Only one of those ships is coming in tonight.
I mean, it's small and
Where
fast if
these
it's something
ships are
valuable.
docked? Do you know where they're docking?
No, but we should be able to see because they're only coming. I mean, if it's very few ships coming, we should be able to see them coming further down. You got the spyglass, right?
Yep, I got the spyglass.
Yeah, we should be able
Let's,
to. If we keep a watch.
keep a watch, keep everyone at the ready. Disguise yourself as much as possible, because as soon as we see it, we're moving.
All right. Do you know? Are you expect? Do you know what it is, Captain?
Not a clue.
Okay. Just some light robbery then.
Yes. Hopefully it's from Anchor, is the main aim.
Okay.
And
What would you
if it's
expect it to be from Anchor?
It's of interest. I expect it to be possibly something of the... I don't know. I don't imagine Anchor has a lot of just general deliveries into Meriden. I
Probably
imagine
not.
it's something sketchy.
Probably. If I was
Is
gonna,
it?
yeah.
It's a floating island of ships of sketchy people. I imagine it
Yeah, I'm
was
sure
something
everything
they might
sure
have
everything could
some-
be pretty interesting.
Well, ask Malbryn. You still up for this? If you want to sneak on board, and if there's any trouble, let us know, and we will charge the ship. Unless you have a better
alright.
plan. And
I mean,
anything...
yeah, if you cover, if that happens, you just cover and I can keep going probably.
Cool. And then, as for the split, any money, that's 60-40 to you. But any artifacts, Anchor related, just go to the ship.
Sure.
Sweet. There we go.
Okay. So you guys are just waiting up to see this ship come in.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. And the rest of you are just going to sleep.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So, Lidda, can you give me a perception check?
Yep. Perception. Oh wait, hold on, my thing's not working. Nine.
9. So you go off to bed. Do you guys just sleep in the hammocks downstairs?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go off to bed, and then are you up late or did you go off to bed fairly early?
Probably stay up a little late,
Sure. Okay.
reading or worrying or something.
Okay. So you've only been asleep. You only feel like you've been asleep for like an hour or two, and you wake up again, and you can feel there's a bit of paper in your hand.
Alright. Is there like a light somewhere I can use to go and...
They probably there's
Okay.
probably a lantern
Do I
downstairs.
see anyone around me? Is
Not with the
everyone
night.
still asleep?
Everyone else is still asleep. Yeah.
I'll go to the lantern and see if there's anything written on the paper.
Yeah, it's folded like a lantern. It's sealed with a wax seal. The seal has this kind of doorway with an eye symbol on it.
Is this the same one as before?
Yeah, you recognize the symbol. Yeah.
Okay.
Fee. Look,
I'll
fee.
open
Look.
it. Let's see what they have to say this time.
It just says, "Let's try that again, shall we?"
Round 2.
Okay. Okay. I'm embarrassed. Is there anything else on the letter, or does it
It's-
just say that?
Just that. That's all it says.
What happened the last time? They gave me like instructions or something?
Yeah, they did.
How long did it take from me getting like the first note to like
Um,
actually doing it?
so they gave you, there was like a card appeared in a book you were reading,
Mhm.
and then you received a letter that had the instructions in it,
Okay.
and then you got a letter afterwards that just said. That's
I'm
strange.
probably gonna pace around the ship a little bit and just
Sure.
kind of be like trying to figure out what to do. And at some point, if I don't get any kind of sign or anything, I'm just gonna go back to bed.
Sure, okay. So Narinn and Malbryn, you see, are you pacing below decks or above decks?
Above deck.
Sure, okay. So Narinn and Malbryn, if you're up kind of burning the midnight oil, you see Lidda sort of emerges. They're probably, I guess, in her night, whatever sleepwear is. Just sort of wandering about on the ship. Farrell's on the spyglass just now.
Guess I'm just gonna. Yep.
Wait, do I see you guys just like standing around on the deck?
Probably if you're above deck.
Yeah, Farrell's at the back of the ship, just going.
What are you looking for over there? It's
Well,
a bit late, a bit dark.
well, you know, just a bit of late night light watching.
You didn't see anyone come
Oh,
down
it's so
below the
interesting.
deck, did you?
What did you say, sorry?
You didn't see anyone come below deck, did you?
Why?
I got a letter.
God, Farrell, we've been over this before. God damn it! How do people keep breaking onto the damn ship?
The ship's not locked. It's not got any doors.
Ah,
People can just walk on.
what? They shouldn't be able to just walk on. That's awful security.
That's how ships work.
You can have people at the gangplank.
Well, you never say to put people on the
deck?
gangplank.
I
You didn't
said
notice
up
them either.
Security.
You didn't notice them either. I'm sitting here looking at you. Didn't notice them.
Did you get this letter just now while we've been standing on the deck?
Yes,
God damn it.
I believe so. But it could have been magical, because I think it's people, I don't know. They could have just, like, been invisible.
Yeah, you didn't think about people being invisible, did you?
Magic. Oh.
I think it's coming in now. I see something.
Oh,
What are you
that's a
guys
light.
looking for?
It's a light. We're just, you know.
Oh yeah,
finding a
big light. Looks great.
Yep.
Looking
light
at a light through a telescope
Yep.
at night.
Yep.
Yep.
Best way to see it.
Alright.
You know. If you have any more letter issues, please let me know, Lidda. Security seems to be a real issue, so keep a weapon with you at night. It's not safe.
Okay.
You're not safe.
What? Why
Yeah,
are you
you
threatening
heard
her
me.
now?
No, I'm talking about you.
Why are you threatening me?
You're not safe to be around. I don't know. Look, it's coming in now. What are we gonna do?
Let's go.
It's fast.
Let's track it. Let's go.
Okay.
Grab the boys and girls. Let's go.
Are we bringing Gek?
No.
Oh, he'll be
Gek.
mad.
No, tell him he's the primary defense of the ship. He's to stay here and guard.
All right. What do we have to wake him up to do that, or can we just let him sleep?
Let him sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
Well, bye.
Bye. Enjoy the rest of your sleep. Gek's in charge. Wait, no, he's not. You're in charge.
Okay.
Don't burn my ship down.
Can't promise anything.
See you in a
Have
bit. Enjoy your
fun.
letters.
I just gotta keep pacing the ship
Sure.
until
Okay.
until I get bored.
So the rest of you are probably awoken by a commotion below decks, as Farrell kind of comes down and wakes all the sailors up.
Farrell, mate, can you keep it down?
Shh! Sorry. Alright, come on, we gotta go. There's the ship coming. Alright, come on, let's go.
There's a ship coming?
Where are you
Yeah,
all
big
going?
ship. This ship. It's
Big
coming.
ship?
It's coming right here.
Where did
We're
you
gonna
set
go and
sail? I've got
we're-
things
no,
to do in the
we're
morning,
gone.
imagine. Why the hell are we at sea?
We're not as we're coming in to a good time. We're coming into a good time right here.
What the
And
fuck are you talking about?
Just go to sleep. Don't worry
4
about it.
in the morning!
Just go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Quick, come on. Let's go.
Where are you all going?
We're nowhere. We're
Well,
just making
You
sure
guys
that
have
we're just
access
making
with
sure
you.
that no one comes on the ship. You know, because people can
You
just walk
don't
on. I don't know
pay
if
for
you've
that.
noticed that. They can just get straight on.
wait, who got on the ship?
No one yet. We're just making sure it
Where's
stays up.
Narinn?
He's up. He's doing the lion's share of the work. You know, just keeping a steady eye on that gangplank. Make sure no one gets on here. Keeping you guys safe.
The whole crew.
Yep. Some serious
Do you need
business.
help?
No,
Oh God,
you know
you
what?
need
We're
help.
fine.
Let's get
We're fine. We're fine.
Perfect.
We're all good.
Does Narinn know what's going on?
Yeah, he was the one that came up with the idea. He's always getting
That
on me
does-
about the security on the ship, isn't he?
That does sound like a Narinn
Yeah,
idea.
exactly.
To be
Yeah,
honest.
he was
Sound
like,
like
yeah, just get the boys up, get them watching that gangplank.
All right. Well, as long as I don't die in my sleep, I'm happy. Night.
All right, good night.
Night, I suppose. Don't any of you touch my chalk drawings on the deck, or I'm going to be pissed. They are measured so well.
You drew chalk on my deck?
Are the squiggles supposed to be in there? The waves in the line.
Arcane.
Okay, I won't touch it.
Sigils.
Okay.
Better not, or your head will explode or something. I don't
Okay.
know. I can't remember which ones I drew.
So yeah, Narinn and Malbryn, you see the crew file onto the ship. Lidda's still there.
Lidda, if you want to blow some steam, maybe burn some things, you're welcome to join. But if not, you're in charge of the ship.
Well, it depends what you're doing. I'm not just gonna hop on in this random adventure.
Random adventures are great. We're on a very tight schedule. We don't want to lose track of that light.
Very important light.
Very important light. Let's go. After the light.
The crew are kind of confused, but they go along with it.
I still don't know what you're doing.
Is the ship moving?
Chasing the light.
The ship is staying stationary. Oh, the ship is probably wobbling a little bit actually. Like it
Just
sways a
all
little
the
with the
people
weight.
moving.
Right. Okay. But the ship isn't actually pursuing the other ship.
No.
Okay.
No, that will be in a dock.
I don't know what it's like here.
So what's your plan here, Narinn?
We'll go follow the ship. We'll try and follow it as quickly as we can without drawing attention. So we'll go split off into smaller groups.
Okay.
Once we get to the ship, we'll find a nice safe location to kind of watch from, while Malbryn does all the hard work, and we're there as just bona fide security. If anything goes wrong, or if anything needs moving, etc.
Sure. Okay. So it looks like it's coming in about like 8 piers west of you. That's the current sort of trajectory it's on. Because there's a lot of slots in the docks, basically.
Oh.
And it's kind of sailing for about 15 or 20 minutes before you kind of see in the distance it, or kind of wherever people are, you can see it sort of slow down. It's this kind of small, maybe 4 or 5 man ship, big triangular sails on it. They're the sort of dark blue cloth. And so are you whereabouts, or how much of a distance are you keeping?
Quite a distance, but enough that if we ran, we could get onto the ship in less than a minute.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So you're saying about maybe like 100 meters away.
Yeah, something like that.
Sure, okay. And Malbryn, you're taking point. Okay, give us a perception check, Malbryn.
One second. Right, no.
Oh dear.
Let me check one thing. I can change that.
Can I just say, Jake, that Naren's got to be using hand axes for these coming fights, so it's
Yeah,
not just crazily obvious that it's Naren attacking.
Mhm.
And the crew is going to be separated into smaller groups and not to do anything unless I do it.
Sure, okay.
Are you wearing your seashell armor?
Perhaps underneath my cloak.
Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, which I did, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10.
There you go.
Very nice.
So that would be
14.
a 14.
14. So yeah, you can see there's about 3 folk on the ship, and there's a couple of people waiting on the docks for them as well. They're dressed in these. The people waiting on the docks are dressed in these kind of blue military uniforms. And these people, this ship kind of sails in, and they sort of kind of half-mast the sails and then take it down as it drifts into the pier, and then weigh anchor. And they get off. How much of a distance are you keeping?
How much were the troops keeping?
100 meters.
I think I'd be in front of them, but I'd be trying to just be unnoticeable.
Sure, okay. Give us a stealth check.
Does it rely on moving?
Yeah,
silently?
probably, yeah.
Be very weird if it didn't. Plus 13.
There was 2 threes. Wait,
2 5s.
that's a 10 then. So that's
Yeah.
a 23.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yeah, so you sort of proceed forward a bit. It's a dock. There's lots of like crates piled up and barrels and things. It's really easy to sort of find cover to hide behind. So how much of a distance you're staying in front of the troops by? How much? Like how close to the ship are you?
I'd probably be so if they were 100 meters from it, I'd probably be like 65.
Sure. Okay. So you can see these 2 men on the docks. Well, one's a man, one's a woman. And you can see these people on the docks. And the people on the ship kind of they weigh anchor, and they sort of step onto the jetty, and they're kind of all standing there with their arms sort of crossed, kind of having a chat. And you can see one of the people from the ship kind of produces a letter from his shirt pocket and hands it over. The people in the uniform, the man takes it and he kind of holds it up and does that sort of, like, holds it up and shakes it a bit, gives us a smile and a nod, and then they start heading back down the jetty. And you can see the people on the ship, people who just stepped off the ship, they step back onto the ship, and they just take a seat. They look like they're chatting to each other. So what is your plan. These two people are coming down the jetty towards kind of where you guys are.
Right. I guess I would kind of turn around and see if Narinn has noticed that they're coming our way, or saw the envelope or anything.
Give us a perception check, Narinn. You don't have a good enough sight line on it. You can see the people stamp off the ship and they have this conversation, but you missed the letter handoff. So you just see these two kind of military uniform people walking back down towards where you guys are.
Yeah. So I see them coming towards us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and maneuver myself and the men out of like the pathways they could take, so they're not going to bump into us.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like it's a big dock, so it's not that difficult to do that. You can just all kind of sort of hide and get out of their way, and they kind of just proceed off towards the city proper, chatting amongst themselves.
Did we establish that we each have a sending stone for each person?
My understanding was that there were 7 sending stones you had, and they were like a connected network. So everyone can cast sending from their stone once a day. Everyone can send one message, but everyone hears it.
Yes.
Right.
We didn't establish a method for communicating.
It wouldn't be a surprise for any of us to find out you're both shady bastards. So
Plus, we're all asleep.
we're all
to throw the
asleep.
bastards
Apart from
in,
me.
you could just
But you
throw
already
shade.
invited me to come along anyway.
Jake, do messages stick around? Is there a chat log? Or is it
I mean, like,
they appear and they're gone?
like if you message someone and they're asleep, they wake up and they hear the message.
Oh, they wake up and hear the message. Okay.
Yeah, that's how Martin keeps getting woken up in the middle of the night when you guys message him.
Oh shit. Wait, he's in the chat? I thought I had my own stones for him.
No, you guys don't. You're on stone, but occasionally you get him when he's asleep and he has to wake up.
So if they're walking, so if I'm walking up and then it's the trips walking up, and the two people are walking down, kind of out of the way of the troops,
Yeah.
I'd probably kind of hold back a little bit just so that I could relay to Narinn that, they had, and then they exchanged an envelope, and it seemed like something could be inside that.
You think it's worth jumping them over it?
I mean,
Or do
you're
you
in
think
charge. I'm not gonna go and jump them.
I mean, do you think you're skilled enough to stick your hand in the inside pocket and pull it out?
I'll be honest, I do. I have no idea.
Do you want
Absolutely no clue.
Do you want to attempt that and then have the backup plan be to not? Or do you want to leave the letter and just go onto the ship?
Me personally, I'm probably just gonna think about the ship, but it's just to let you know there was an exchange that happened of an envelope of some kind, and I'll let you deal with that if you want to deal with that.
Do we have any green dragonborn among the crew?
Chronicles is green.
So he has poison.
Yeah.
God damn it. And these are two Meriden law enforcers? Law officers?
They're just in a sort of reasonably nondescript navy blue uniform. There's gold stripes down the left shoulder.
Do I or Pharaoh recognize this unit?
Give us a history check.
Oh damn it. Hang on, I'm going to use a luck.
Sure.
slightly better.
Color-wise, it matches with Eastrath, but you don't. There's nothing specific about the uniform that you peg as being one organization over another.
Could the delivery really just be a letter? Or something in an envelope? There's only 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Can me and a few of the boys with hoods try and track them until they get into like a more disclosed alleyway?
Sure. So you're just gonna tail them.
Yeah, and Malbryn and the rest of the crew, if you will, stay on ship. You need to come up with a signal for if things go wrong for them to attack, because I don't have.
So how long are you gonna follow them for an hour?
A few blocks at first.
Sure. Okay. So you're following, and you follow for 3 or 4 blocks, and you can see they're just sticking to the main streets. And they look like they're heading towards the Aether rail station.
God damn it. Have they walked down any emptier streets?
No, it's just like they've just been keeping on the big main roads.
Is there alleyways that attach to these main roads?
Yeah, most of them have one, yeah.
And are they walking close enough to the edge of the road that we could snag them and drag them in?
They drift a bit as they're going. They're keeping largely central, but then occasionally they'll head into the left to avoid a puddle, or they'll sort of drift over to the right or whatever.
I guess we'll try and cut around into one of the alleyways and snag them as they're walking by to kind of restrain them and their vision rather than to fight if we can.
Okay, so you're gonna try and grab them from behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we happen to have sacks on us, to put their heads in sacks.
Did you bring sacks?
Probably not. Have rope to muffle them, I guess.
Sure. Haim says happy birthday. Cheers, Haim. It's been a good birthday, thank you. Give us a... I'm going to list the skills. I don't even know what skill would be most applicable here.
Athletics for grabbing them and chucking them in an alleyway?
Athletics is pretty... yeah, sure, give us an athletics check.
Oh, thank fuck.
But give us a stealth check as well.
Oh,
damn.
Stealth, are you sure?
Yep. Unless you're wanting to clank up behind them.
Gotta use a lucky on.
Sure.
There we go. I'll take that.
Nice. Okay.
Are they both nat 20s?
Yeah.
So Narinn, sort of possessed with purpose, kind of cuts around a side street, legs it forward. You find a good way in this particular scenario to tuck the back of the cloak into some of the clankier bits of the armor, and it muffles it. So you've got kind of your cloak's a bit sort of kind of skewed as you're running. It doesn't flap behind you dramatically. But you kind of sneak around the back and manage to overtake them because they're walking reasonably slowly. They don't seem super concerned about anything. And you cut up a side street. So you'll be able to grab at least one of them. You can try and grab 2 maybe.
Well, would I be able to grab one without the other noticing?
They're talking to one another, so probably not.
Okay. So, I mean, if I grab one with a 29 athletic, can I have a couple other boys grab the other one?
Yeah, they'll be a little behind you, so it'll be slightly delayed. But yeah,
I'm personally aiming for the dude with the envelope.
sure, okay. So yeah, so you cut up, you kind of juke down to the east, and then head up ahead and accelerate past them, and then you kind of head up into an alleyway. And as they're going by, you kind of reach out and grab the guy by the scruff of his neck and pull him into the alleyway. And then Farrell and Petrix are like maybe 5 to 10 seconds behind you, and they spear tackle the woman, and then kind of heave her into the alleyway as well.
Classy.
We're just
And
trying
then
to, like, yeah, pin and gag them, and keep their vision restrained so they can't see our faces.
Sure, give us
Probably a big requirement.
Well, you got quite high stealth. Yeah, so you're able to take them by surprise enough that you manage to get them kind of restrained and muffled before they can really do anything like call out for help or anything. So you've got this kind of guy, kind of chokeholded. Farrell and Petrix have the woman restrained, and Farrell just kind of looks at you like,
Can we hog tie them?
yeah, give us an intelligence check. With proficiency.
Why am I being stupid? And with proficiency, that's plus 4. So
sure.
That's 24.
Yeah, so you kind of tie them up. You hear the Aether rails going by in the distance. You get them kind of restrained and tied, and they're on the ground, muffled.
Can I grab the envelope?
Sure, yeah. You kind of reach into the guy's breast, but he kind of struggles a bit. And tries to sort of kind of shoulder you. Doesn't manage. And you kind of reach in, and it's a bit of fumbling. You find this kind of parchment letter and pull it out. It feels like it's got something inside.
Can I take a peek?
Yeah, it's you kind of there was a seal on it, but the seal has already been broken. You kind of open it up, and it looks like there's this big kind of ornate key in it.
Is there anything written on the letter or the parchment?
Just the key.
Okay. Making sure these guys still don't see us. Gonna attempt to just knock them out before we leave.
Sure. I think you probably can just do that. You're 12th level. I think you don't have to knock someone out.
And then just make it back to where we left the other man.
Sure. Okay. So Malbryn and the other lads on the ship, or near the ship, where are you planning to?
Right. I can communicate telepathically with spiders.
Yeah.
What is the range on that? Assuming that it's my familiar.
Are you talking about using your own spider that you currently have, like, on your person?
Yeah.
It's pretty much unlimited. I don't know what the range of my familiar is. Unless you're trying to send it to like a different continent, you'll be fine.
So if I told it to run around in circles, and assuming it obeys me, it would do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so who's like the most in charge person that's left in the trip group?
There's a woman with a kind of admiral's hat on, but she's taken it off.
Who's of Narren's crew?
Oh, of Narren's crew.
The most senior.
I don't know who is the most senior member you've left with Malbryn and Narinn.
Well, assuming it was me, Farrell, and Petrix, all the high-ranking people went to take out the envelope, so you're left with all of the regular crew. I would have said Pim was next, but Pim's gone. So next down is probably Jenna.
Do I know who that is?
She's the only.
On the ship.
Yeah, she's also the only human lady.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to her and I'm gonna ask her if she's okay with spiders.
Oh, I love spiders. Yeah, they're good. Everyone after me when I was a kid because they all they were pretty mean to me when I was a kid, but then they were like super. Anytime there was a spider in the house, they get me.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm gonna place Thera in her hand. I'm gonna be like, right, you gotta take care of this, okay?
Okay.
Don't let anyone touch it.
Alright.
Basically, you guys stay put, and if I need you to come on the ship and, help me out or maybe like distract them or whatever, this little spider is gonna run around in circles, okay? And when it does, just put it on the ground or like put it away in a corner somewhere, and it'll be fine.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Be close. That's cool. Yeah, they'll sit and wait. She's got Thera in her hand.
Okay, so how big is the ship?
It's very small. It's like I don't really know ship sizes super well. I don't know what the official term is. There's maybe like it's like a small yacht basically. It's like there's maybe like 5 beds downstairs. You reckon like 5 bunks? It can't be much bigger than that. It's maybe like 20 meters long.
Does it look like there's any kind of like windows or hatches on the body of the ship that would allow you to get in other than actually going up on deck?
You can see there's some light kind of peeking out the back of it, as if there's like a lantern lit below decks that's managing to escape. You can't actually get like a vision on it right now, but there's light suggesting there's a window at the back.
I would probably get in the water.
Okay.
Because I can breathe underwater
Mhm.
because of the Arcus Stone.
Mhm.
So I'd probably kind of underwater scout around the ship a little bit.
Sure. Okay. So you kind of sneak up to the like river's edge, kind of gentle swan dive in. So you can see it's a nice enough ship. It's in pretty good nick. It looks like there is windows at the back. There's one window on the side, a kind of porthole. But otherwise that's it.
And they look closed?
Yeah, currently.
Okay. Do they look... How big are the windows then?
The porthole is about a foot diameter. The windows at the back are about they take up the whole kind of back section of the ship. So it's maybe about it's about 2 meters wide, but it's segments of about 1.5 feet wide that seem to look like they open.
Open from the outside or the inside or both?
They look like they're only designed to open from the inside.
Okay. What is inside of where those windows show?
You can see there's a table. It's got some dishes on it, like plates that have been used, and you can see basically the whole kind of bottom half of the ship. So there's a table kind of near the window, and then at the far end, basically the front of the ship, there is a selection of bunks, and there's like a crate.
In Malbryn's opinion, does it look like there's anything on this ship, like that could be of value?
Give us an investigation check.
So that's actually 21.
21. Okay, so there's nothing. You can't see anything that is. There's no like big obvious glowing chests or anything like that. There's a couple of containers, but they look as if they probably just contain stuff like essentials like food. It seems a lot like it's just it looks basically just like a small consumer vessel, like just for going on small journeys, basically. It doesn't look like it's not like a. There's nothing immediately obvious as like, oh, that's definitely got treasure in it. It mostly just looks like someone lives on the ship. If that makes sense.
So, am I right in saying that this was the ship that we suspect came from Anchor?
He was the ship that Narinn seemed to suspect came from Anchor, yeah.
Does it seem like, considering how far away Anchor could be, does it seem like this is a ship that could theoretically do that?
I mean, yeah, like it seems like it's like quite a nice, quite a nice, well maintained, probably quite capable vessel. It just doesn't look like it's like you wouldn't use it to transport any like large cargo or anything like that, or any heavy cargo. It looks like it's basically just designed to carry some people quite quickly.
Okay. Gonna be honest, Malbryn's not sure she actually wants to go on the ship, considering I don't really think there's anything of value on there. To me, it seems like the valuable thing was the envelope, whatever that was.
I mean, do you remember the agreement was if there's nothing of value or money on the ship that I would just pay you anything? So,
I did not remember that, but I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah, you're still getting paid even if there's nothing there.
Okay.
Just as long as you're
I'll...
sure there's nothing there.
I'm pretty sure. I don't need to check. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably go back to the troops.
Sure.
And say, it does not look like there's anything on there that we want.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well. Try your spider back.
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go. No one touched her.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll put in a good word for you.
All right. Cheers. Yeah, she's nice. What's the plan now?
Well, I'm assuming Narinn went off with the others to deal with the two people that
Right. Okay. Yeah.
headed away. So probably just meet them back at the ship.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah. Yeah. The crew are all
Currently
kind of
on
like,
my
yeah.
way to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, the captain will just go back to the ship when he trusts us. We'll have made sure there's nothing on there as we have. He'll expect we'll just be heading back to the ship.
It's what I would do.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right. Should we go then?
Yeah, let's go.
Cool. Okay, let's go. They all kind of start tripping off.
What kind of point do I arrive back at where I left?
You can see them kind of walking back towards the ship in the distance.
Ah, okay. I'll just go meet up with Malbryn.
Sure. So you head back to the ship as well. But there's still been no more letters or anything.
All right.
You can see Narinn and Malbryn and the crew trooping back.
Oh.
Oh, whoa, people are sleeping. Whoa.
Hey, we're in the middle of a city.
Okay, fair point. How's your past, however long we've been gone, been?
Oh, it's been very dull.
Ah, great. I see you successfully kept the ship alive. Good work.
Just for now.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go back to bed because you guys are back now and there's nothing else to do.
Okay, sweet. See you in the morning.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, big old light. It was great.
Best
Alright.
light ever, says Farrell.
Really gotta take up this light watching business. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
it was good, wasn't it?
You've got to be the worst smugglers ever with these lies.
Really?
This is true. Alright, whatever. Good night.
No. Yeah. I'm gonna go into the captain's quarters with Malbryn and Farrell and discuss.
Sure.
So, did you find anything, Malbryn?
No. It seems to me like it's just transport for people. It wasn't really carrying anything.
That's alright. There was something good in the envelope. Found a key.
A key? For
Yeah.
what?
I may have forgotten to ask, which I realised promptly after knocking the guys out. But do you recognise any design of the key? Does it look familiar at all?
Do I
Yes, I'm
recognise
not-
any design of the key, Jake?
So it's a large, kind of. It's like a very old key. It's like large, kind of almost like a nasty cast iron key. It's got a large sort of circular kind of handle. The key has two. It goes in sort of two directions. The teeth. But you recognize it's just an unassuming iron key. Otherwise, there's no real obvious sign choices going on.
Is there anything left of the seal to kind of work out if the seal looks familiar?
Yeah, the seal is just the moment you recognize it as the Sparax shipping logo.
That's Sparax, that is.
Yeah.
At least you mugged the right people.
I'm not sure I did. God damn it. Well, anyway, I agreed that you would get paid even if we found nothing, so what's your fee? Try not to rip me off too much.
You know what? I'm
Anything
gonna
of
leave this in your, ballpark. On you go.
In my ballpark. Let's see. You did a bit of swimming. You hung around with us for a couple hours. You spotted an envelope. The envelope was a big clue. 50 gold? Does that sound alright?
50 gold? Alright.
Deal. Settled. 50 gold. There you go.
I realise I still have that mystery question mark key.
No, you don't.
Do I not?
I thought it
You
was the
found
spider
the
door.
door
wasn't
slash
it, didn't you?
chest.
Yeah,
Was it the spider door?
yeah.
Gotcha.
I just changed it wasn't a question mark handle. It was a different handle that matched the one wherever the one on the chest was.
Awesome.
Yeah, that key is gone.
Sweet.
Is the new key a magic key?
We're gonna have to wait until the morning when you wake up to find out.
Woo! Magic key.
So you guys aren't doing anything else? Just wait, going to bed.
Gotta go to bed.
Sure. All right. So yeah, next morning rolls around. Zorakar, you said you were going to go to the palace.
Yes, I'm going to do that
Cool. Okay.
early in the morning.
Yes, you kind of get up and make your way off to the palace. There's a couple crew members on watch, and they look super just kind of sleepy.
Perfect.
You head off up to the palace. So you're commuting for about half an hour on the trains, and you get up to the big, massive building with the big red carpet kind of running down the front steps. And inside there's a lady kind of just sweeping around, including around the sword. Kind of looks up as you walk in, gives you a smile and a nod, and continues sweeping away. There's no one else in the palace. And the cord around the sword is open on one side.
Cool. Can I make a wee pray to Bellaris?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Am I still allowed to do religion rolls with charisma instead of intelligence?
Yeah, if you're praying, then use whatever your spellcasting says.
The wee thingy is not popping up to let me.
I think they updated the plugin.
So I'll just roll in roll 20 instead.
Sure.
So that is that is a 14.
14. Yeah, so you do a little pray. You feel, he doesn't come down and pat you on the back and give you a lot of words of encouragement or anything, but you get the impression he's sort of just kind of about watching you, sort of
It's too,
generally
too
approving.
early.
Yeah,
Still having
might be busy with something else at the minute, Hasn't had his
Yeah,
breakfast.
then like to just try and give the sword a wee yank.
Go for it.
Try and
Use
get
an
it out.
athletics check.
So it's a 14.
14. So you kind of reach down.
No,
and you
15.
reach down and you kind of grasp it. You give it a, you set yourself up and you give it a big yank, and it just doesn't move.
Dang.
The
Yeah. Just,
lady who's sweeping says, maybe tomorrow. She goes back to
yeah.
sweeping.
I'll just leave and go back to the ship.
Sure.
Hopefully get back by everyone's getting up.
Yeah, so the rest of you guys kind of wake up, or kind of early morning. What are your all plans for the day?
I guess I have to go with Farah to buy some soap, but also ask Muir to investigate this.
It's just a
Probably
key,
nursing
Muir.
a hangover.
It's just a key. It's nothing magical about it. Just a key.
Where'd you get it? This rusty, you're gonna get tetanus, man.
Hello?
Just found it.
Just found it? Where'd you find it?
Yeah, someone dropped it
It's
on
huge.
the docks.
Oh, okay. Should you
Presumed
not?
it might be worth some money.
I don't know. Shouldn't you hand it back to like the dockmaster or something?
No.
Fair enough. Well, it's just a key, I think. There you go.
Just a regular old key.
Jake,
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could go to the temple, if that's cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So Reg's heading off to the temple.
And then they're on the market.
Narinn and Farrell go into the market. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I would like to make proper plans for the boat catapult.
Okay. So, you mean the catapult that attaches to the boat?
Oh, no. It's just a giant spring under the tank. And then someone's on stands in the right bit just goes boing. I have ideas.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe could I maybe like speak with Lidda and see if someone was to teleport into the boat, because I assume they would have to teleport onto the safest place because it's a moving vehicle, so there'd be a place they would always usually try and aim for. So if someone should teleport, they're likely to be in this part of the boat because it would be the safest part for them to teleport in. Does that make sense?
I guess that's probably a thing. Have all the people that teleported on the boat teleported in the same spot? Because I don't know.
Oh, is that a question? I'm sorry. I thought that
Yeah.
was you
Yeah,
saying, all
that's
the
all
people
the
that
question
teleported
for
onto
you.
the boat teleported in the same place. I was like,
No, I
yeah,
was
they did. Yeah,
asking
they did.
if
Yeah,
that happened.
yeah, they did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they all
well, they
teleport
did.
onto the sort of central. There's two
Okay.
overlaid teleportation marks on it.
Okay, so I can assume
Right
that's
there.
just oh science, right? So I assume that's just a safety reason for people teleporting there, because it's moving. So you go up the center, right? Okay.
Yeah, the
Cool.
only problem is if we start teleporting onto the boat.
And then there's
Should be
sneaky
lever
levers. I'm gonna put
activated, right?
sneaky levers
Okay.
everywhere.
There we go.
Also, the section that is
Yeah.
teleported onto is like the main section. It's like the bit where you board the ship and where you leave the ship. The bit that
I
goes
know,
between
I am
the.
aware. That's what
Perfect.
makes it fun. You don't want some weird corner of the boat no one's gonna walk on. You know, you want the big bit, preferably so several people can go off at once. It'd be amazing.
Poop deck.
I'm gonna look at my letter some more and see if I can deduce anything, any secret messages in it, or anything
When you
like
look at
that.
it-
And if I get, but
When you look at it this morning, it's just a blank sheet of paper.
oh, okay. Well then, I'm just gonna do my Rubik's cube or something.
Sure.
Can I do a?
Yeah, give us an Arcana check.
28.
Ooh,
28.
very nice.
Yeah, you can definitely cross off another face of kind of grim determination sitting there and poking at it. Going, God, they stupid letters. Malbryn, what are you doing?
I'm probably chilling out with Thera a little bit.
All right, yeah, she's just like hanging out.
Just chilling.
That was fun last night. Nice going out in the dark
yeah.
again.
You.
Don't really like being
Oh,
outside.
yeah, oh yeah. Me neither.
What are we doing now?
I think just waiting about until going to kill a dragon or something.
Okay. Has she spoken to you anymore?
Not in a couple weeks. I think it might coincide with getting a good night's sleep.
Oh.
I haven't. I mean, I know I don't sleep, but you know.
Well, you know. Maybe she's just being considerate.
Yeah, maybe. Looking forward to the next chit chat.
What do you think she wants?
What do you think she wants?
Don't know.
Same page then.
Yeah. She's an enigma.
That's her.
She crawls into your hair.
Sweet.
So Narinn and Farrell are going to the markets. Rurek's going to the temple. Is anyone else doing anything? Mirror's...
I'm gonna go to the temple as well.
Zorgar and Rurek going to the temple. Mirror's fiddling with the deck of the ship. They're just sitting there solving faces. Raffen, what are you doing?
Sorry, forgot to press the put to talk button. I might go to the zoo, check up on
Sure, okay, yeah.
Bingo.
Bingo hasn't been there for
Yeah, he's not in the
years.
zoo.
Oh no, he's back at the keep. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
been
Bingo.
kidnapped.
I'm still
Wolverine.
going to go to the zoo.
Set free or killed or...
Cool, okay, so Raffen's going to the zoo. So... Rurek and Zorgar, you rock up to the temple. It's all, you know, people that are kind of arriving for their morning vespers and all that. Bit of a bustle about the place. What's your plan?
I'm gonna go chat to Uriel.
Alright. Yeah, Uriel's about. Zorgar, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna go to the. It's like separate bits for different gods, right?
Mhm.
There's like different altars.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
just gonna
different
go
kind
to
of
the
sections.
Dolaris altar. Get a wee seat and just have a fairly long pray.
All right. Yeah, so Rick, you head in. Uriel's there, taking morning. What do they call it? Mass, whatever the equivalent is. He's leading the morning service, chatting about how great it is to be alive. I mean, you gotta be grateful. God, do what we can for other folk. And everyone's there, yeah, yeah, very true, yeah. There's a little hymn.
Mm-hmm.
Then the congregation gets dismissed. He's he's packing up his notes and stuff on the lectern.
I guess I'll walk up to him. Look, Uriel.
Master Dunforge, how are you doing?
I'm doing better. I was in
You
a
look better.
bit of a. Thank you. I was in a bit of a state when I last saw you. I've realized that was quite an odd thing to spring on you. I want to apologize for that.
That's all right.
But my faith has been renewed, and I don't know if you've heard, but my party and I, we managed to clear out the top of Grey Thunder.
Yes,
And I
there's
was
been
wondering-
a bit of discussion about it. It's very
Oh,
very
you
noble
want-
thing for you to have done. Yeah, very talk of the church.
Yeah,
If the
well,
so it's a bit kind of rumors largely, but everyone's very impressed if the rumors are to be believed.
well, I was wondering if you'd be so kind to let me preach here and maybe tell a story of what happened.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, great. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You mentioned there was it was a while ago. I don't know if it's an issue that's now been resolved, but you mentioned there was a body as well.
Jake, I forget which body I was talking about.
Sister.
Lidda's sister, is that right? Okay. Did Rurak hear any update on that, or is that just Lidda? It was
I don't know. It depends if Lidda told anyone.
Lidda. Did you tell any of the party, or
About
was it just
what?
about your sister's body being uncovered? Is that right? Or someone has your sister's body? Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you tell anyone?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll just say to Uriel then that there's a body that died a while ago.
Right.
I'm not sure who exactly has it, but we might have to come to you to have them resurrected if that's something that you can do.
How long ago was it? Because the more entrenched they get in Sepulture, then it becomes a bit more difficult.
Mm-hmm. Was it maybe a month ago, Jake?
Yeah, it was probably about a month ago. It was longer than a resurrection window, longer than a raised dead window, which is kind of the important thing, because resurrection is like a century. So it's like after a week, it's like you're into the kind of difficult bit.
Yeah, it was around a month ago.
Right. Okay. Well,
I realize that that's a lot of power that is needed to bring someone back who's been dead that long. But I was wondering if you had that, if you have the ability.
Well, if I'm honest, I'm not really sure. It's certainly nothing I've ever really attempted before.
Right. Okay.
I'd be happy to. I'd be happy to try. There's not really. You probably don't lose anything by trying, but he smiles. He says, "If I'm honest, I'm sort of concerned about what might happen if it is possible, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can take the strain. But I'm happy to try."
Well, there might be other solutions. Can you think of anything else? Maybe there's another person, or even like a scroll of resurrection. Do you know maybe the whereabouts of one, or perhaps whereabouts one?
Any of the ones that we were aware of have been found and used for imperial officials, and essentially Caspian. I think he was one of the most recent ones. The first time he died.
Do I know about that? Caspian? I recognize that name.
He was the High King, the one that died
Right.
and started the whole mess.
Right. Okay. Wait, so he's been brought back to life?
He was brought back to life before.
Before.
So he'd already had his one up.
Got it. Okay. Right.
He says I can do a bit of research, but I'm not I don't feel too hopeful about the chances.
Okay.
But I'll do some reading and see what I can dig up.
I'm not quite. I don't quite have the ability yet to.
But it's a difficult task.
To cast spells of that strength. Yeah.
I'm not even sure if I can. Yeah. I think it's the sort of faith required hasn't been seen in quite a long time.
Right. Maybe there's other solutions, but we can try. Well, I imagine I'll come to you again to talk about it.
Yes. Well, just keep me abreast of any updates.
Okay. We will. We'll
try and find a solution to this we can.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's quite all right. Now I'm afraid I've got another sermon tonight, but I'll be you know where to find me.
Oh, as do I. I'll see you later.
Yes.
All right.
Any kind of trundles off.
Sure. I'll just go preach for a little bit.
All right. Give us a performance check with your wisdom.
My wisdom. Okay. 1 sec. Wisdom is what? +5. 1 second. Yeah, there you go. That's a 20.
A 20?
Not natural.
Yeah, so you head into the Orpheus room. No one's currently open lectern. You head up there, There's a couple of folk in. You start doing your routine. Gradually, how long do you preach for?
I'm not, maybe like half an hour. I guess.
Okay. Yeah, so after about 10 minutes, your audience is roughly doubled. You can sit about 15 people. By the time you finish, you got a good 40 or 50 who've mostly people who've kind of poked their heads in and see what's going on and kind of come in.
I want to mention that the temple is open for followers of Altius, and that it's in need of repair, and if anyone felt so inclined, they would be able to help in the restoration.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You see a lot of people kind of nod and chat to each other. Like, yeah. Well. I'm not doing anything next week. Maybe go ahead. I don't know.
Warn them of the dangers of the mountain.
Says there's dangers up there. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll think about it. Consider it.
Cool.
Probably not an impulse trip. Be fun though. And go see it. Sounds interesting. Yeah, people kind of, and they file out after your sermon, kind of chatting pretty excitedly to one another.
Yeah, cool.
Do you kind of lay it straight, or do you embellish anything, or do you kind of downplay anything, or?
I'd probably lay it pretty straight. I'd probably skip over the part where Matuk died.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think. I probably don't mention him too much.
Sure.
Other than he is the caretaker and stuff, but I'll mention the party defeated the false god and stuff, and the temple's now open. Yeah, and then the storm that was once there is now gone.
Yeah, so you get a couple people are like, I wonder if that was what did the storm the other day. It was pretty big. I don't really can't remember. Maybe that was something to do with it. Kind of good enough. And you generally you conduct a pretty successful sermon. A lot of people there.
Cool.
A lot of people, a lot of new faces around the bit afterwards. When you're finished, we're kind of just sort of, looking at the frescoes on the wall and kind of reading some of the text that are out and about. And Zorgar, you're having a long pray.
Yes.
Are you praying for anything specifically? Any particular end?
No, I'm just trying to, stay in touch with my god, get closer to my god.
Sure. Okay. Give us a religion check, but use your charisma.
Uh,
18. Yeah. So you sit down there, you have a little bit of a pray. It's like you get a pretty strong sensation. You like you sort of the next room over almost, kind of listening at the door maybe, trying to find out what's going on in your room. But he's not coming into your room. He's just kind of hanging out on the periphery. He doesn't want to be seen. Doesn't want to seem like he's too into your room, staying in the other room.
I think that should have been a 22 actually.
22.
Not 18.
Oh yeah, because you're
proficient.
Proficient. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. He's he's in the corner of the room that you're in now, just kind of watching, not coming over and saying hello, not coming and having a chat. But he's watching. He's looking at me. I can tell.
Yeah.
You gotta sort of. It's like there's a guy in the corner who thinks you're pretty cool.
That's good.
So how long are you there for?
Quite a while, like at least the whole time that Burak's preaching, so it's half an hour.
Sure, okay. I don't know I haven't just figured out what the wings are like in the temple, but every now and then while you're having your little pray, you can hear a sort of a kind of gruff voice drifting down the hallway, chatting about storms. You have your little pray. And kind of while you're having your pray, a chap comes over. He's kind of bald-headed. He's dressed in Valarian robes. He's got the priests here. They wear like one pauldron. He kind of comes over. And he says, "Excuse me. Are you you're Sir Zorgar, aren't you?"
Yes, that would be me.
Yeah. Is it true? There's been some rumors going around that the fortress temple is now under your provision. Is that right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Oh, marvelous! That's yeah. See, we had heard that might be the case, but we weren't sure. Do you want any? Is there anything we can? Obviously, as followers, we're kind of interested in making sure that it's
well,
people are aware of
if
it.
If you're interested in coming down and helping out, or even just spreading the word, anything's good.
All right. Okay. Sure. Is there anything in particular we should be telling people? Obviously, I'd love to come. I don't know if I'm going to be able yet.
Just spread the word of the Valarian Order that we're trying to get more people to come.
Right. Okay.
And get the order going again, like it used to be in the old days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. How is the old place?
It's seen better days, but it's starting to look better now. We've had a few people working there on it for a while, so it's starting to get better now.
Right. Okay. Well, that's I'm pleased to hear that. After everything, we heard that it was a dark day when we heard it was sacked.
Yes, it was.
Difficult for everyone here.
It's picking up now.
Yeah, we're pleased to hear that there's someone else who's now in, seeing it back to its rightful state.
Well, hopefully we can get it back to what it was like back in its glory days.
Yeah, hopefully indeed. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'll let everyone else know. We'll kind of try and drum up a little enthusiasm.
Spread the word. Spread the word.
Anything we can do for you while you're here?
I don't think so. No.
Well, if you change your mind, if there's anything you need, just come and let us know.
I'll let you know.
All right. And he kind of heads off, and you can hear Rex's sermon has kind of stopped, and you've sort of lost the thread of what you were praying about. But you still kind of feel this sort of, he's still in the corner over there. He still thinks I'm pretty cool.
Sweet.
Craft, you're going to the zoo.
Yes.
It's a lovely day to go to the zoo. Big sun in the sky. There's a lot of people have had the same idea after the Central Park Zoo.
No social distancing.
No, none at all. They're places round.
Have they got any new animals for me to study?
They probably do. Yeah, they've got a new exhibit on. Let me see. Let me get up the list of animals.
I totally forgot Bingo had been moved. We did debate leaving him there, didn't we? And then we changed him.
Yeah, I think you did. They have an exhibition on animals from the Greenwild Run right now.
Oh, nice.
They've captured a couple of specimens. So they've got this big thing called a Turok, which is like a giant sort of pterodactyl-ass looking motherfucker.
Cool.
And sort of, kind of, sitting indignantly in an enclosure, looking quite sort of dejected. A lot of kids are kind of pressed up against the glass. One of them tries to gives it a big lick. There's a lot of people kind of you see in the kind of towards the entrance to the exhibit. There's two guys who are kind of looking at it, and they kind of like knock on the glass quite hard, and then you can see the thing kind of like in a bit distressed. Elsewhere, they've got a couple of dinosaurs in here again. A couple of raptors.
Nice.
What else? They've got a couple of big giant monkeys.
Really?
Yeah, big apes. Anything else? I'm just looking over the list of creatures to see what.
So can I spend my time kind of studying
Yeah.
the ones and see, with a view to being able to turn?
Sure. So there's kind of largely sort of dinosaur related stuff. There's kind of a couple of raptors. They've got a Dimetrodon.
Oh, it's the big thing with the big sail on its
Yeah, I
back,
think so.
isn't it?
Yeah. Is that the one? Am I thinking of the right one?
Yeah, it's got like a big.
Yeah, they got one of them.
fin on its...
They've got this big kind of pterodactyl-looking thing. It's a little larger, a little more kind of sharp and gnarly than an our world pterodactyl is. There's a couple other beasts there that you can, like the apes and things, that you can sort of sit and study for a while. And you're pretty confident you'd be able to at least give it a strong bash and turn into one of them.
Nice.
And Narinn and Farrell, you're going to the market.
Yeah.
So where are you going to the market for?
To find a few little demos of silk.
Sure.
To
Okay.
kind of show off.
Mhm.
And pretend like we're opening stores across the nation.
So you're going around like clothing stores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Give us an investigation check.
10.
So the first kind of clothing stores you find, they don't go super well. Like they're like, we're not really in the. You can buy clothes. We don't really sell the raw materials. They give you a couple of names of suppliers, but the suppliers are all in different cities. and you find this shop called Roderick's Textiles. It looks like an actual sort of silk shop.
Roderick.
There's a kind of guy sitting behind the counter in there. He's like totally bald face. He's got a big scar down one eye. He says, "Hey,
Hi there.
you in the market for textiles?"
Why do I get the feeling this is thieves' camp?
Textiles. Go with your
yeah.
wheat.
Looking for some bits of silk.
Right. Okay. I mean, what kind?
Just a couple wee demos, examples you'd use to try and sell masses to someone.
I know the exact type you mean. And you kind of checks with someone else in the shop, and he kind of reaches down and produces this. He produces this like syringe. Puts it down on the.
Fuck! Oh my god!
Whoops.
Dear.
And he kind of looks
so
at you.
I was. No, that's not actually what I'm in the mood for today. On a normal day, sure, but today I'm looking to scam people. So what I said, I meant literally.
You want actual.
Yes.
Of course, yeah, yeah. No, that's fine.
Wait a minute, Roderick. This name rings a bell. Hang on.
He kind of reaches down and produces like 5 different swatches of silk, like something like that.
I actually think I've heard of your enterprise before.
I don't know why you
didn't ring any bells until now.
There's.
You keep the syringe. I just need actual fabrics today.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got a couple of swatches there, it's probably silk. I don't fucking know.
Does it look good enough to convince Narinn and Farrell?
That guy's wears very nice looking silk.
Cool. How much?
10 gold.
How much silk is it?
You get like 5 sort of samples of different weaves. They're about 3 inches by 3 inches. Maybe more, 5 inches by 5.
Yeah, okay. I'll pay 10 gold for that.
Sure. He kind of hands over and takes him and he says, just let's not, won't tell anyone about that little misunderstanding.
No, that's
I saw you walk in and I thought...
you would be right to assume, but not today. Today I'm looking for actual silk.
Alright, well, you know where I am.
I'll be back in the future. Yeah. See you later.
See you later. Is anyone else doing anything?
I was going to try and get a hold of Muir to just get some diamonds and other such things. Because Muir has cash. So I guess I'll just send in Muir, be like, hey, can you meet me in the market?
Yeah, sure thing.
Hey.
I need to get boat supplies anyway.
Oh, great. Okay. Let's meet at the jewelry district. What district is going to have diamonds, Jake?
We've been there before.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, there's like auction houses and stuff. It would be the jewelers district. Most of the actual like diamond suppliers are in Alethor.
Right.
Some of them have offices here.
Okay.
We
cool.
have a guy.
And I thought we vandalized his place.
No, we didn't. Muir did.
Whoa.
Right.
Muir shrunk someone's door in Rel.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
In Rel. Okay.
Yeah,
different place.
Rel. And he was a...
Do we have...
Oh, yeah, that was a Rel
staff maker?
No, he was diamonds. He was our diamond guy.
Oh, yeah.
Where... Do we have anyone in Meriden for diamonds? I don't think we
did.
I can't
We
remember.
have a diamond merchant in Meriden, I'm sure we...
I mean, if we have that many diamonds, we probably did because we haven't been in Rel for a while.
Yeah. Jake, is there any familiar?
Yeah, there probably
I
is.
think we went to auction houses.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Just go to the auction houses.
Sure.
Cool.
So how long
If
are you
it's
gonna?
cool. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I'm just looking for certain items. I'm looking for the jewel encrusted bowl worth 1,000 gold pieces. Yep, one of those, and a bunch of diamonds. I
How
want.
many diamonds?
Oh god, 270 plus another 300. Let's just make it like 570 gold pieces worth of diamonds. So that's like 1,600 total, or well, 1,570 total. That's just what I'm
Cool.
waiting around for,
Easy.
Jake. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So rather than going through all the whole auction house rigmarole, why don't we just roll as a d20, Patrick?
Roll d20. All right. 1 sec.
And have plus 6.
Oh, 18
That's
then.
good.
18.
Roll the insider.
With the plus 6.
So it costs you about 50 gold more than you expect.
Aww.
Okay, that's a shame. So that brings.
We got lots of money.
Oh, that's I
That's
can't remember.
2,630, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, how many had that?
Wait, 2,619.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Cool. I think that's all the business I have in Meriden.
Sure.
I don't know what we're doing next. So let's go to the Walrus.
Jake, how much all gold altogether did we get from the temple?
Let me check. I'm pretty sure it was 27,000 gold. I'll just double check that for you. Lidda, what are you up to?
Probably just hanging out on the ship after the Rubik's Cube thing, just kind of like pacing about, trying to figure out what to do.
Sure.
About all these letters and stuff, and just kind of like, I don't know.
Sure. Okay.
Might do some praying at some point.
All right. Yeah, it was 27,000 gold. Is he?
Cool.
So has anyone else got any business, or are you all kind of reconvening back at the ship?
Can I, Rurik, since you're here, do you mind taking a trip? I need to find a giant ass spring for the ship.
Big spring. Okay.
Big spring. The biggest spring
Sure.
we can find, and I can't haul it back myself. Oh, can I say I have Ward with me?
Yeah.
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
He basically just, unless you tell him to not come with you, he just comes with you.
Ah.
If we
Right,
can't find one, we could maybe ask a blacksmith to make one.
That's true.
Mhm.
Could you make a giant ass spring?
Yeah, I just need I need a day.
I mean, I can't stress how giant ass this spring needs to be.
Oh, maybe a day or maybe 2 days. I don't know. Let's see if we can find one. If
Yeah,
it's
that'd
big enough
be-
for you.
Because otherwise, we're going to need a big ass forge. Anyway, okay. Would I assume the people who had giant ass springs would be the artificer boat ship people?
I mean, if anyone's gonna have massive springs, it would be them. Yeah.
To their house, wherever they live. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Been
have the
there
big
before.
tower near the other ship docks. So out there, you can see all the ship that's floating overhead, kind of the mooring posts. There's this big kind of tower that emits kind of weird flashes of purple light at various points on it occasionally through like a window. And if you head in, there's a lady behind the reception desk. She's got, I think she has red hair. She's got her eyes are lilac, like solid opaque lilac.
Is this the lady I spoke to before?
It is, yeah. And you kind of walk into
Hi
her.
again.
Hi, how you doing?
a lot less see-through. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you're not glowing so much.
Yeah.
That's good.
See?
Yeah, very pleased for you.
Blowing up bags of holding it kind of worked out in the end, but not really. Anyway, is there anyone I can speak to about acquiring some parts?
I mean, yeah. What parts do you?
I need the biggest spring you have.
Okay. Well, that's not really my department. I'll see if anyone else is available. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Big spring. Right. Okay. Huh. Yeah, there's a veterinary. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. She says, So I've been in contact with some of the kind of the higher ups that might know a bit more about the situation. How big a spring do you require?
How big springs do you have?
We have
I'll take your biggest one.
Well, our biggest is about 2 foot diameter.
That's not a very big spring.
It's quite a large spring for most purposes.
I'm talking meters. My good.
That I think.
Artifact
I'm afraid. I think that's probably a. We don't really have any cause for springs of that scale.
Heavy machinery needs giant springs, I assume. Not that I've ever made.
Not really so far. If it does, it's usually a kind of. We don't really keep them in stock. It's kind of a bespoke sort of a spring.
Who makes your springs then?
Who's
your springs supplier?
We just make them. We've got smiths.
Okay. Oh, okay. Could they make a giant ass spring?
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. What do you need a giant spring for?
Giant springboard.
You mean like the exercise equipment?
No. Transportation. Fast. Somewhat surprising transportation.
She's
a wily coyote transportation.
She kind of. I mean, have you got I mean, our sort of our resident spring maker, if we have such a thing, he's not really in today. He'd be back on. Let me check what day it is.
Rurik, how easy can you make a spring? If I can.
I don't know. I've never made a spring. I'm going to be honest, but it's just a piece of it's just a twisted piece of metal, isn't it?
That it is.
She says, yeah, he's going to be back next Wednesday.
Is that a week?
Today is Thursday.
I'll probably say to Mira, do you not think... Could you get the same result with several smaller springs as opposed to one big spring?
It wouldn't be as funny.
Okay, I understand.
No. Maybe it wouldn't have the same boing. To use the technical term.
I understand. The same boing. Okay, got it.
She watches this conversation. She says, "If you come back in 4 days, that's when he'll be next. Then I'll be happy to have him come and
I'm not sure we're here in 4 days.
Your big spring, big boing.
Can I leave him a message and then get back to him?
Absolutely, yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. I quickly scribble down some deck size dimensions for a giant ass spring. Just leave him there.
I'll make sure this gets to him. And what's your name?
You're Kelly.
You're Kelly. Have you got a return address?
It's in Mar, so probably don't bother. I don't think the post
Right.
ever goes up there. I think we got something once.
Right, yeah, well, it's sort of
It
as
was a
bad a way.
magazine, no one could read it.
Yeah, I suppose if you're gonna, yeah, okay. And you don't have a permanent residence in the city?
I know, so I'll just pop by. But
Okay,
just to
well.
just so I don't, bamboozle him out of the blue.
Okay, just give them a
Giant
bit
ass
of,
spring request.
bit of reading. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool, no problem.
Thank you very much.
You're very
Bye.
welcome. Have a nice
Are
day.
these like the merchants of the blacksmith area?
These are just the artificers.
These are just the artificers. Oh, okay.
I don't know who else to ask for a giant ass spring.
No, that's fine. I was wondering if you could just like quickly pop over to the blacksmith and pick up like 2 things.
Yeah, sure.
To the blacksmiths.
Yeah, I just want to pick up like an ingot of steel and a mini anvil.
Yep.
Don't you have a mini anvil?
I guess as I have blacksmithing tools already. Would
yeah,
that already
probably you probably have like a farrier's anvil. Yeah.
Great. Well, I just want an ingot of steel then.
Yeah, sure. Just mark off like 5 gold.
Cool. That's fine.
So what is your overall next plan?
Waiting for the forged things to get back to us, so we can cut through Meriden for free. And then start moving up towards the dragon, I guess.
Okay. What are you doing about Lidda's sister?
Yeah, I need to cut. Like it's in the same general direction, but it's not up the same river.
Where do you need to go?
Did you say Corwin?
I'm looking at the map, and I can't remember.
Is it hang on. Is it this here?
Where are you looking for? Karen's
the
hanging out.
lady's place.
She just hangs out in the Black Tower.
It's like, oh, she does?
Yeah, that's her house now.
Alright, okay, well, we need
I
to
thought she
go back
was
to
in.
Black Tower then. I thought she was
Oh,
across from the Black Tower. Like
No,
there.
she's just in it.
Okay.
We can just teleport there, can't we?
That is up the same river.
Okay, let's just go up that river then.
Right?
I mean,
Can you teleport there? Because you could teleport there, meet the
I don't want to
boat.
go on my own.
Oh no, we
Which
could all
takes
go, and
different
then
people.
by the time we come back, the forgers will be ready.
Yeah, we could do that. Does anyone not agree with that?
I am just
Sure.
slightly confused. Not that I disagree, just
Black
confused.
Tower has a teleportation sigil that I can teleport to. Meriden
we
also has a
just-
teleportation circle that I can teleport back to.
Oh, so we just pop there and back and then take the ship up the river afterwards?
Yeah, because we have to wait
Okay.
for the papers anyway.
Yeah, we've got 4 days to
That's
spare.
true.
Oh, we do? Okay, cool.
I mean, do I know how long the papers are going?
Farrell's best guess is going to be today or tomorrow.
So we have a day or two. It's fine. I mean, it's fine to go after we have the papers, so we can spend a few days doing whatever.
Right? Okay. Well, let me set up.
To the tower.
I will
To the tower.
sending the lady and be like, hey, we're on our way, is that alright? What's her name again? Because I always forget it.
Her name is Karen.
Karen.
Is that the
I'm
edgy
just gonna call her
lady?
Karen.
So Keruin.
Carwin. Okay.
Goth McGee, yeah?
Karen. Theoretically, how long would it take to turn the dubious walrus into an airship?
Months, probably.
What if we turned it into a submarine?
Whoa.
Both. There's no need to rule out one or the other.
That's true.
Both.
That's a good use of a wish.
Wait, where's the Imperial Morgue?
It's just in the sea.
If the...
Oh, fuck. Okay, right.
To
Never
the
mind
morgue.
then. We're going to the morgue. We're not
Oh.
going to that tower.
Oh,
Day
right.
out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
There was a.
Oh yeah, Lidda, I had a chat with oh god, what's his name? Uriel. I had a chat with Uriel, and he's he can maybe resurrect her. I don't know. He's never tried it
real
before.
expectations that this is probably not going to happen.
Okay.
But the lady said we should take a look.
Okay. Sure.
You
Let's
know,
go.
for the witch spell, I still think it might be a cool idea to have a mega fortress. You know, submarine, skyship, arcane towers. You know, spy stronghold, temple. The whole shebang. We can just take it with us, so we always get our stronghold bonuses. Always. We don't ever have
That
to build
seems
anything.
broken.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
could
assume
be.
it would apply under the same rules as the ship, because the ship is a moving stronghold as well. But I only get some benefits for being on the ship, and I don't think. Do I get any for being in the same hex as it?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get a couple
What
of
is that?
you get like layer actions basically.
Oh, okay.
Should just make Hal's moving castle. Would be great. Anyway, sorry.
To the morgue. Love that.
What is someone drawing?
So you're headed to the morgue. Is that correct? Is anyone not going to the morgue?
Who doesn't want to
I'll
come
go
to
to
the
the morgue.
morgue with me?
Emotional support. Let's go.
Go in.
Yeah, I'll go to the morgue.
Cool. Okay,
We're
so
all
you
going.
hop on the train. The morgue is in the same district as the big like mass imperial cemetery. It's like basically just a couple of square miles of graves. The morgue's kind of up a little hill. It's a big kind of complex, kind of in a nice sort of wooded area. It's like a suburb within like the middle of the city almost. Like there's city all around it, but it's just kind of sort of little green space, with a big whole massive bit of graves at the morgue. The morgue's just kind of a big sort of kind of white medical kind of clinical building. Can you give me a survival check to try and find the entrance? Because it's a pain.
Survival.
Yeah.
Are people allowed to assist her?
In
Yeah,
your chest
yeah,
buildings, am
yeah.
I right?
I got a 15.
Assist?
15.
Have +6, I guess.
A whole bunch then.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So you're like it's a bit of kind of you're like you're like I think that looks like the entrance. Then you see someone come out of it with like a porter with a trolley. You're like maybe that's not the entrance. And then Mira has this like little kind of device, and she's kind of like taking readings. She's like, no, that's not the entrance. The entrance is like somewhere over there. And Nara's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the entrance is back that way. And you kind of double back around and go around the other side, and you go to this entirely different bit from the where the road takes you. And you're like, oh, that's obviously the entrance. Yeah, that looks a big entrance. Sign you head in. There's a sort of reception area, a couple of waiting chairs. There's a man behind the reception desk, and kind of when you come in, he sort of stands up and gives a little sigh. Says, "Hey, champ, how you holding up? Sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
How can I be of assistance today? I'm Mark. Nice to meet you."
Oh, we're looking for the body.
You're not here to report a death?
No.
Oh.
This is quite complicated. So we cleared out some business for the wizards. There was a dead body in that place, and it got left there. And then I realized that, oh no, we actually need that body. So now I asked them to retrieve it, and they said that it had been delivered here.
collection. Right, okay. So, I need a form for that. So I'm going to take your name.
Lidda.
Surname.
Stoneward.
Stoneward. Residence.
Are we kind of homeless?
Oh, we're
Oh,
so
no.
homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Nomads.
I don't have a. Yeah, we don't really. Yeah, we kind of travel.
It's kind of
I've got a
against the
plot of
rules.
land. I've got a plot of land in
Okay,
Alethor.
right, okay. That's something. What's the address of that?
I tell him the address because Emma
One
doesn't
Alethor way.
know. 1 block of land.
Right. Patch of grass.
321
Alethor.
Alethor Road.
He's drawing the Cornish flag on the map.
AT61R.
No.
Right, okay. What's your imperial number?
Imperial number. 6.
That's a good one. No, it's funny. It should be 9 digits.
Ah.
Do you not have an imperial number?
Of course I. No. I
Do you
don't.
pay taxes?
Yes.
Well, what's your
But I
imperial
don't
number?
know my imperial number off
But
by
you-
heart. I'd have to go and.
Well, have you got any form of identification?
Do I have my wizard card?
So the rest of you guys watch this exchange, and then Lidda kind of reaches into her package and produces this sort of really old, battered student card from the Spire University. It's got a little sigil on it. Something resembling a younger Lidda, kind of sort of acid etched onto it almost. And he kind of looks at you. He's like, "Right, okay."
Is that a good
Still got
photo?
your snap fact.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, okay, well, that answers these questions. It doesn't answer the imperial number question. If you don't have one, you're gonna have to apply for one. I have the forms for that. You really don't remember it?
Does Mira have her merchant's license or anything?
If it's the sort of thing Mir keeps on her, then probably, yeah.
Don't know. Would that have an imperial number on it?
Yeah, like if you ever have to pay taxes, your imperial number is basically like your national insurance number.
Okay.
It's mostly it's fairly irrelevant outside of Meriden. It's never really used because they do taxes fairly locally, but Meriden's very bureaucratic, so they have like identification numbers and stuff. So you kind of like, right, okay, well we'll come back to that. I'll try and see if I can track it down because you seem a bit strong.
Well. Okay, yeah, no, I don't remember.
Okay, that's
I've
that's
got
fine.
some
That's
numbers
fine.
hovering around.
Yeah, that's okay. You know what? We all have bad days. Okay. Occupation?
Wizard?
Scholar or scholar?
Or
He kind of looks at it. He's like, "Okay, I need you to sign in these 5 places."
okay.
Yes, there's sort of kind of waivers, like, yeah, I swear not to conduct any necromantic rituals on the body I'm being exhumed here.
Ugh. Okay, I'll sign them.
Various other kind of sort of legalese, kind of stuff to protect the mark. And he says, "Do you have your own casket with you, or will you need a casket provided?"
Well, I don't have one.
Okay. Now, what is the Do we know the identity of the body we're having to exhume here for you?
I don't know if you guys know it.
What is the
Because
identity?
it's been about a month.
Right.
So it's a female halfling.
Uh-huh. She the one with the tattoo?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well let me just goes and kind of picks up a stone and kind of female halfling. Three of them. Okay. Can you prevent? Infect Dr. God? Thank you. Okay. He says, okay, well, Dr. Cotton's on his way down. He'll be with you shortly. If you want to I'll take a seat in the corner there.
All right.
We'll show you all the cadavers in our possession matching that description, and trust that you can identify it correctly. And then we'll let you be on your way.
Okay.
About 5 minutes later, this kind of halfling kind of trudges down the stairs near the reception area. He's kind of dressed in a big sort of kind of standard medical shirt, slacks. He's got a big cigar hanging out of his mouth. He says, "Hi mates, how's it going? Dr. Cotton, you can call me Rudy. You here for a body?
Yep.
Right this way.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
You're in the right
Dr.
place.
Rudy.
Dr. Cotton or Rudy?
Okay, not Dr. Rudy.
No, Dr. Rudy was my father." And he's quite cheerful. He leads you through the morgue. So what are you in for?
I'll pick up a body.
What you doing with it?
That I'm not quite sure of yet.
She a relation?
Yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
that's okay.
Kind of leads you into the sort of cold, really harshly lit environment. It looks like it's all lit by like magic lights. There's a table with 3 kind of cloth covered kind of shapes on it. And he says, so now these are the 3 we have that match the description. I'm afraid you're gonna have to identify it. And now I've got to warn you. It can often be a bit distressing for people. If you're not prepared, so just you need to take a minute before we do this. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. We could just do it. Just rip the band-aid off.
Okay, well,
Let's go.
I like the enthusiasm. He kind of peels back the first one. It's an elderly lady you don't recognize.
Oh yeah, I should have said the age, huh?
And he kind of looks at you.
Nope.
Okay. Kind of peels out the next one. It's a middle-aged lady. Again, don't recognize her.
Nope.
He gets to the last one. He says, "That would suggest, obviously, this is the one now. I'm aware what's under here. Maybe."
Probably look at it just in case, because I
Just
don't
saying,
know. I don't
maybe want to
trust a
take a
lot.
moment. Prepare yourself, you know.
Okay.
You're not feeling queasy or anything, you're alright?
No.
He kind of peels it back. You see your sister's there. She's kind of... the skin is pale and sallow. In certain places. Like, it only peels back, like, the face. And kind of the upper sort of chest area. You can see there's places where she's kind of rotted a bit. And compared to the last time you saw her, she has this tattoo of a black eye in the center of her forehead now. Similar to the one under Muir's facepaint.
Huh.
And he kind of looks at you and says, "Is that it?"
Yeah. Did you guys do like an autopsy or anything, or is it just you just kept the body?
We just wizards dropped it off, said nothing was going to happen, so we didn't do anything. I've just been keeping her on ice.
When did the eyeball thing happen to Muir?
I think it was after I died.
I can't remember the events surrounding that.
It was when Narinn chopped my arm off.
Good times.
Do it look at all similar to the eyeball in the thing in the lair that I get? Or is it different?
Not really. It's like it's a fairly nondescript eyeball, to be honest. It's just the fact that it's kind of black. It's sort of kind of it's like it's done in ink almost. Like there's kind of like it's kind of rough around the edges and sort of splattery. But there's quite a lot of eye symbols floating around. Usually they're fairly clean lined. But this one looks almost identical to the one on Muir's forehead.
Alright. I guess we'll just take her. I don't really know. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Because I guess ideally we'd have to give it to... We'd have to go to Salty's or something, but I don't think we really have time for that, so I don't know what to do.
Okay. Now, there's a bit of paperwork before I can sign her over to your care, if you don't mind. There'll also there'll be an administrative fee at the front desk. So I'm afraid it's a decree from management. So we don't have to not operating at a loss. So I'm afraid that's going to have to be payable.
How much is it?
It's not my department. It can vary quite a lot. But based on the nature of this one's exhumation, because it's from a mass grave, it might be rather a lot. I think there's monthly payment plans available. Usually there's a way to make it work.
Okay.
Just go and get an appropriate sort of a vessel. And he hands you a form and kind of disappears off. The form is asking all the same sort of questions as before, like your name and occupation and address and
great.
number and all that sort of jazz.
Things that I do not have.
And he comes back.
Do any of you guys pay taxes?
I used to.
Yep, absolutely. Definitely pay all
You don't
of my
pay taxes.
In Haven, yeah.
When was the last time you paid taxes?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad sorts that now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
He comes
So glad
back.
they're charging to put your sister on a trolley. Said I'm so glad they've charged to put your sister on a trolley.
Yeah. We could just teleport out of here.
Yeah, we could. They do have your home address though, so.
Shit. I was gonna make up a number for the thing, but I didn't. I thought that would be bad, so I didn't do it. Maybe I will just make one up. But can I get arrested for that? Probably.
What, doing a dine and dash at more?
Yeah.
He comes back about 5 minutes later. He's got a trolley with him. The trolley has a sort of small casket on it. And he sort of he kind of looks at Narinn and Zorgar and says, "Either of you guys able to give me a hand with this one?" Kind of props the casket
Sure.
open.
Sure.
You kind of ease her in. And he kind of closes it again, sort of. How's that form going? You alright?
Yep. That's it. Filled out.
You just like skim through. There's like 6 pages. You just skim through that. Looks fine. He kind of tosses it over one shoulder, and says, "Right, okay. Well, I'm able to discharge her into your care now. So if you'll just follow me back to the front desk, we'll get you all settled up.
All right.
How are you getting out of here? Are you taking it on the Aether Rail?
That would be bold.
That would be bold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else we're really gonna get back, so I guess so.
Could hire a cart.
It's an option. Pretty
Use
slow
the
though.
transportation.
We'll
Whereabouts are
figure
you
it
staying?
The docks.
out. Yeah, the docks.
Kind of the wrong end of the city. Anyways, he kind of leads you back to the front desk. Mark's there. Kind of instinctively when the door opens, he kind of stands up, kind of leans on the desk, says, "Hey, champ." And then he sees you going, "Oh, how's it going? Everything fine?" Pretty says, "Yes, all good. Just need you to sort out the fee. I've got important doctor business to be getting on with, so I'm gonna skedaddle." He kind of turns to you guys and he says, "Sorry for your loss, everyone. Hope you're able to do something nice for it. If there's anything I can do to be of assistance, you know where I am. But I'm afraid I've got appointments." And he sort of does a little nod and then kind of heads off. And Mark is there, sort of kind of looking at the paperwork, going over it, whispering into himself. He says, "Alright, so let me see here. 4 days of holding, administration fee, exhumation fee, hazard fee, exhumed on a satyr's day, transport fees. That comes to 827 gold, 6 silver, and 2 copper, please."
We're running
Down to
some
the
kind of
copper.
cartel here.
Damn.
He says, "Look, I'm sorry, I don't make the prices."
But you add them up.
Yeah, I do, yeah. I'm afraid it's my job.
Mm.
What kind of money laundering going on here?
Thanks for the backup, guys.
How much did you say it was? I assume we're just gonna pay all up front.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Go for it.
We all have kind of gotten our killed, so it's only fair that. How much did you say it was?
827 gold, 6 silver, and 2 copper.
This is graveyard robbery.
There's a little bit.
I'm sorry. The rates are. Ever since the more got privatized, you kind of look straight. It's not really. It's
Who owns
More
this.
incorporated.
yeah. Who privatized them?
I
What's
don't even
going
know
on?
anymore.
Interesting.
So I think you can
Was it
follow
Virgin Death Care?
I think you can follow the trail up. It'll lead to one of the big scrapers. I think probably. Not that you're saying.
Okay. Guess
So-
that's
Well, okay.
So
Yeah, I
eighth-
guess.
eighth way.
Yeah, so he takes the fee off you, sort of begrudgingly. And he says, do you need a hand out with it, or are you going to be okay?
I'm
Yeah,
sure
we'll
we'll
be
be fine.
Thank you very much, though.
Well, if it's don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I never have to see you in here again.
Oh, likewise.
So yeah, what are you doing with Paela's body?
Do we take her to the tower? Is that what's happening?
I have no clue. I don't know what to do at all. I'm not coping well.
Or pants you on the head? It's okay. I mean, what about that rod we found? What does that do?
The what?
The rod.
The rod?
The rod.
You're from the
Word
temple.
of resurrection.
Does it have
What
a
does the rod do?
resurrection?
I guess so.
Does it?
Who took the rod?
Who's got the
I
rod?
think that kind of got swept to the side when we realized we could wish for anything in the universe. So.
Yeah.
You guys get
That's
too many
true.
magic items. You lose track of them.
Mm,
A little bit. What does the rod do, Jake?
It's a lesser rod of resurrection. It has 5 charges that don't regenerate. You can use a charge to cast heal, or you can use all 5 charges to cast resurrection.
Let's blow
I
it
mean-
instantly. All 5. Let's go.
Let me just check the spell on that one.
We should.
So is that like a one-off thing? Would use
Yeah.
that once?
Well, are your mage friends planning to resurrect her?
No. I
Oh.
was kind of resurrected her.
mm,
Who said he would be
resurrection's
able to
tough.
do it in 1 level and then...
Apparently
that was
not.
wrong. That was incorrect information.
Just give me some time. Just give me some time. I can
Just give me
do
some
it.
time. I got
Just wait till I'm 7 out of 9.
it. Just wait. Once I'm 7 out of 9, it'll be fine.
I mean, will lesser
Ooh,
lesser
it would work.
resurrection do the
Wait,
job?
hold on.
Sweet.
Also, another issue is when she is back live, if we do use this rod, she's probably going to be absolutely fucked.
Oh, absolutely.
And furious
yeah.
and
Who
mad.
knows what she saw?
Might
Just
go
send
to
her-
heaven.
Send her to a support group.
Not only will she be
Died
fucked,
and been
she'll be
resurrected.
fucked off as well.
Yeah, she's
be
gonna
pretty-
be
Yeah.
pissed off.
And also, it's just a matter of time until the rest of my family's dead.
So you don't
So
want
do
to
you
bring her
wanna-
back because death is inevitable and she's got to be pissed off.
No, I'm just
So just
saying,
leave her
how
dead.
many families have a fucking 4-armed bitch after them?
There's a couple of people walking by in the distance who are just gonna turn around and they're like, "Actually, I don't know what that's all about." Just keep walking, yeah. Just keep walking.
Tell her
So
not
what,
to go
don't use it?
wandering off again and it's
Oh,
fine.
it would work.
Well, no, I'd like to use it. There's a whole bunch of other stuff to account for, and I just feel like everything's fucked.
Just account for that after she's alive again.
Slight problem.
What's the
Um,
problem?
It doesn't remove magical bullshit that's on her. So if there is magical bullshit, she's still going to be magical bullshitted. So
Oh dear.
What's the magical bullshit eye thing mean?
yeah, I don't know.
Can I check that and see if it is like a magical thing or if they just drew
We
it
could
on?
reincarnate.
Just
I mean, it
Bring
doesn't
Malcolm
like rub
back,
off.
'cause
Okay.
It definitely looks like a tattoo. It looks like it's
magical
under the
check.
skin.
Right, okay. Well, let's get her back to the ship first. We can have a look at her and try and figure out
Okay.
if there's anything wrong with her first, other than being dead. And then we'll solve the death problem.
I mean, is much hassle going to come up at the docks when we're carrying a dead body through onto a ship?
Oh, it's the olden
Just a
times.
casket.
Everybody's dead.
Yeah. It's not an expensive casket, because they just
That's
gave
really
it
not.
to us.
Hmm. Okay. Well, let's head back to the ship then.
Sure. Okay. So you get on the other rail. You get some weird looks. There's a fire giant sitting there who just kind of
Hi.
watches you get on. Kind of. Hi.
Is it a busy subway?
It's quite busy, yeah.
It's also a halfling-sized casket, so people don't know if it's a halfling or a child.
Oh yeah,
Oh god,
it's
that's
tiny.
tragic.
Yeah, you catch people. Like people kind of give you sort of gentle, sad looks when you get on, and you see them kind of looking at you over the course of the ride. Just out of the corner of their eye, and eventually you get to the docks. You have to kind of trip through. Again, people sort of kind of smile gently at you as you pass. Some people don't notice or care. Some people point. They're like, "Isn't that those guys?" But you get back to the ship with it. So you're on the ship in the busy harbor with a casket. The crew are all there. They watch all this happen. They're like, "Let's just not say it." They're just kind of busy themselves.
Right. Rurik, can you do
Aye.
some medicine-y stuff, and I'll check some magical bullshit stuff, and we'll figure it all out.
Sure. What can I get from examining the body, Jake?
She's not live.
How
dead.
dead is she?
Mm-hmm.
She's very dead.
How about that
yeah.
little symbol thing?
It looks like it's a tattoo. It looks like it's definitely under
Right.
the skin. It is
It's an eye, isn't it? Yeah.
is an eye, yeah.
That's a tattoo.
That's a tattoo. She's definitely dead. She looks like there's an incision on her kind of chest, like quite a large, ragged one. That looks
Like
it's been sort
a
of cleaned
stab
up.
wound?
Yeah, like a stab wound. Yeah.
Or okay, cool. I mean, yeah, that she was stabbed here. This is the tattoo post death.
How would you tell?
I don't know.
It wouldn't
You may-
have healed if it was post-death.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like the skin is perfectly healed over.
So she had this tattoo before she died, which is quite weird because we didn't see this tattoo, right?
No.
Or did she? When she fell down the stairs, did she fall face first and we just didn't look?
No, you saw her face. It didn't have an eye symbol in it.
Oh, okay.
And how did the symbol appear on Mir's forehead? Was that just like suddenly, and it was healed and everything?
Yeah, it
as
was just
well?
suddenly there. Yeah.
I mean,
What did
I
we
can't
do to
tell
get
you
rid of
anything
that?
about
Didn't.
Wait, you still have it?
I just put face paint over it and kind of forgot about it.
Wait, hang on. Why put
Hold
your
on a
face paint?
second.
Hang on. Can I check out the mirrors
Listen,
head
the
tattoo?
more we pretend it's not there, the less of an issue it is.
Uh-huh.
Muir, are
I-
you the reason part of my ship is burnt? The scary dude showed up on my ship? God damn it, Muir.
No. Because how did they find Grandpa Salty? That's they just.
Someone try like a big dispel magic on it. Like a
Also-
higher
Big
level.
dispel. A big dispel magic.
Yeah, cast it at a higher
So-
level.
Do you
Hmm.
want to do like an arcane check or something to see what it is?
Can I
first?
cast detect magic on the body, Jake? Particularly
Yes.
focusing on the eyeball bit.
Where's the type
Yep, I
magic?
cast that. Let's find out. For a duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in that area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
She definitely has this. You cast this, so you do this prayer. There's a very, very slight tickle of a rumble in the skies overhead, and you see Rick. You see this kind of wispy black aura around her, kind of drifting off. Definitely necromantic in nature.
That's some bad magic. Necrotic bad magic right there.
Necromancy
Bad
isn't
times.
necessarily bad.
Oh, just because
Right.
your
Although in this
girlfriend's a
context it is,
necromancer.
because fuck that guy.
Can I see the same on your?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, you got some of that kicking around as well.
Right, we need some dispel magics in this bitch.
Okay. That's your sister.
You don't know who I was talking about.
Hey!
I will cast Dispel Magic. Should I do 6th level on Muir and then 5th level on your sister?
Don't make me choose that.
I am alive, just putting that up.
Muir's alive and she's our ally who's immediately useful.
Wow.
Not friend.
Sorry,
Allied
Paela.
who's useful.
Ally who's useful. Muir is our friend. We need to get her all that necrotic stuff away. Right, let's do a little Dispel Magic at 6th level on Muir's face eyeball. But not her actual eyeballs.
Please,
It's still there.
I've lost enough.
It's still there after that.
Still there. Yeah.
Cool.
Not to be morbid, but we could always knife. Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Would
I mean-
resurrection heal that?
You get all your limbs back apparently, so I assume you'd get your forehead skin back.
We could try it.
Not a bad shout.
Do you want me to slice off part of your sister's face? Is that what you're asking?
Just the eyeball part. I feel like she'd be a bit unhappy with
Okay.
having the eyeball there.
Yeah.
I'll try to spell magic at 5th level on her before I do that, Jake.
Still
on
there.
the body.
Still there.
Okay, cool. Right, well, who's got the sharpest knives?
What?
Probably Malbryn?
Hey, Malbryn. You got a knife I can use?
Can you slice Lidda's sister's face off with your knife?
Honestly,
I would
this is
really
not the
appreciate
darkest
it.
thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank
Mom.
you.
Use the one that turns into a sword.
No!
So what's the
Whoops.
command word?
Jake,
Jake,
I swear to God, if you fuck this up.
I would
I'll
like
fuck you
to sterilize the forehead with some alcohol and
Sterilize the knife?
She's
the
dead.
knife.
She's so very dead.
and I would like to cut
It's a medical
cut
procedure.
the around the area of the tattoo and remove that section of skin.
Right. Okay.
Fucking Christ, guys! Oh my god!
Are you using like the captain's rum, or are you using whatever alcohol you have just on your person?
No.
Apparently, whatever I have in my person.
Just putting out there, she's very dead and
And by the way,
incredibly
the
unconscious.
only alcohol I have in my person is my mushroom wine.
Yeah, I was
so
thinking that. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
No, you
not
don't
very
need
sterilizing.
to. She's not gonna
Fine,
get an infection. She's dead.
I might.
all right. Let's
You probably
just.
have to cut your forehead off.
We're not cutting you up.
Well, if it works, then fucking hell, yeah, we are.
I'm
Okay.
going to. Before I do this to the body, I was going to say, looking at the body, it's like, this is not my idea.
Can we do this not on the top deck? Can we do this out of eyesight?
Okay, let's do it in the bottom deck then.
You take her down to the dimly
We
lit
need the
bottom deck.
sunlight,
deck.
though. No, we need sunlight.
We got lanterns and we got magical spells called daylight.
No, that hurts people.
Does daylight
All right,
help
we're doing
people?
open air. We're doing open air surgery right now.
What's
Quick,
wrong with
everybody,
daylight?
Gek's doing something
I'll
funny
get a
below
tarp.
deck.
Have the whole crew surround so that she isn't seen by the public. How about that?
But then
Doesn't
she'll
wanna
like
see
end
this.
up. Okay.
I
Okay.
assume she's
We're
out
on
by
the
the
top of a
public.
deck. No one's gonna see her lying on the ground.
Okay.
Just
okay.
a bunch of people going, ah.
Yeah, tell the crew to mind their own business.
That's not very nice. I'll tell them to go about what they're doing.
Yeah, mind their own business.
Okay, I put it slightly nicer, and that's why I'm a captain. But yeah.
Jake,
All right.
I will remove the bit of skin.
Give us a medicine check, please, Mr.
Oh,
Rurak.
God. How'd I? Oh God.
Give them all the bonuses.
Oh, I don't think I'm just gonna have to roll it in here. 1 sec.
Do you have that thing where you get bonuses for certain stats, Patrick? You know, like Cat's Grace and...
Oh, enhance ability.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes. What kind
I
of
think
roll
I've
is this
got
check? This is just a medicine check,
yeah, it's
though.
just a
It's
medicine
not really
Oh, you can have +6 anyway. There you go.
Cool. Thank you.
A Grundler would like you to know that
Ooh.
the easiest kind of surgery is
Ooh.
open air surgery.
Oh, there we go.
Well, there you go. Thank you. Well, you know, maybe I should get advantage then, Jake. What do you think? Seeing as the easiest kind of surgery. As a gunner,
How
so-
good are you at easy surgery, though? What have you done to my beautiful map?
Gorgeous!
Yeah, it's a bit...
I made a
Oh,
mosaic.
It's beautiful. Look,
It
it's
is
quite so
quite
much detail.
It's captured in time. We even got the trampoline.
I was going to put a sky in the background, but my thing started
No!
No, boo.
Luckily, we saved it.
Did you save it?
Yeah, of course we did.
I'm afraid we just wiped it. A
Yeah.
Grundler.
I'll post
There
a
we
picture.
go.
No, Jake, you wiped it.
Yeah,
You wiped
I'm afraid I wiped it.
Yeah, you.
I'm
you.
sorry.
I'll leave it to the DM to decide what happens with this PNG.
Cheers.
That's alright.
Anyway, slicing off. What's your sister called again?
Paela.
Paela's forehead. That's.
What
Yeah.
did you get, Patrick? 4.
I rolled a 4. I got a 19.
19.
That's right.
Okay.
Because Izzy gave me +6.
Sure. So Rurak sits down on the deck. He asks for Malbryn's knife. He gets
I
Malbryn's
sharpened it
knife.
first.
He gets his mushroom wine out of his satchel, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And he kind of puts it back in. And he leans forward and he says a little word to the corpse, just something private between him and Paela. And kind of makes a little removes the offending section.
Mhm.
And Rurik, you can see that the skull underneath, like the eye symbol goes like, if you remove the skin, it's still there, and even just peeling back that, it's like it's all the way through as far as you can see.
Oh, that's so grim. Right. I don't know what to do because that is all the way through.
I mean,
That's
Mio's
not
lived
a.
with it for this long.
What is it? Mir, what is it?
If I knew, I wouldn't have just put face paint on my forehead and tried to forget about it.
I'm gonna send in Lady whatever Carowin and ask her if she knows of any necromancy magic that would permanently mark a person and would be dispelled by a 6th level dispel magic.
I mean, but what? I mean, I kind of need some bigger context here. I think probably.
There's an eyeball mark on both my sister and my friend that was left after the pale king or whatever killed them, I guess. And we tried removing the skin where the eyeball was on my dead sister, and it's still there on her skull. Like, it's just we can't get rid of it.
Right. Okay. I didn't realize that was the circumstances surrounding her death. I am not personally super aware of what such a thing is. It's probably some sort of kind of powerful curse, maybe, if it was something like that maybe wouldn't be affected by dispel magic.
Do you know how we could get rid of it?
I mean, you could try and just a cleric might be able to uncurse her if it's some sort of curse.
And do you have any idea of what it could be doing?
I imagine it's some sort of like you say, it's just a mark. You said your friend had it?
Yeah. But
is
she
it
hasn't
causing
really been acting
any adverse effects?
Not that I know
of. Then I would imagine it's just some sort of.
Because it's an eyeball, which makes me worried.
Right. Okay. She says, if your friend hasn't had any adverse reactions, it's probably fairly benign. But I also am not sure how benign anything is when it involves that particular sort of individual.
Yes.
My expectation would be that it is some sort of it's almost like he has claimed them for something. I imagine, given his portfolio, it's possibly more to do with what happens when that person dies than when they are alive.
Right.
I would generally just be a bit sort of wary about it and be a bit careful. It's not like anything. I haven't seen anything documented like that.
Well, okay.
I'm sorry, I can't be more assistance.
It was useful. It's not very reassuring, but it's very useful. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all right. She pressed the stone after 20 seconds.
So, Lidda, what's the goth?
Right. So, it could be completely benign.
Okay, that's good.
It could be a curse.
Oh, that's not
so good. It could be something that claims you after you die.
Pardon.
Oh, hang on. I've got a spell against curses. I never cast this one before, I think.
Please.
Give it a go, then.
My forehead is your testing ground.
Okay. I'll hand on the forehead. I'll zap, cast remove curse.
Alright,
what does it do? Just removes curses?
That's right.
What level is it?
3rd.
Oh.
All curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains. But that's magic item stuff doesn't count because you're a creature, so.
So Rurak kind of leans forward and touches Muir's forehead and does a little prayer. The eyeball kind of undraws itself and then redraws itself.
Oh. That's maybe a good sign that it can be. Can you be casted at a higher level?
Higher level, yeah.
Can I? No, I cannot. I will cast it on Lidda's sister. No, the spell can't be cast at a higher level. It is only a 3rd level
Do you
spell.
know of any higher level spells that remove curses?
I will look.
This is
Does the same thing happen to
Uncovered.
the sister?
Yeah, it undraws itself, and then it's a little more of a delay on this one, but then it redraws itself.
Okay. Well, that's me out of ideas. The last thing to do would be resurrect your sister.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not doing anything bad now. Well, I mean, it could be. She's probably in some kind of hellscape at the moment, to be honest.
Would you like to bring her back?
Probably
Yeah,
resurrect her.
probably.
What if she's
Okay.
some kind of vessel for four-armed bullshit?
Then maybe you're some kind of vessel for four-armed
Whoa!
bullshit.
Well, yeah, we've got everything about her with the mark is the same with you.
What do you think? Right here, right now?
Right here, right now.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Maybe,
Alright.
Actually, maybe
Okay.
not right here. We're on my ship.
That's why I'm checking.
Actually resurrect someone on your ship.
Last time you did this, a big grey thing came out of the sky went grey and fucking.
That was
it
not me.
Scary.
That was
No.
not me.
It was an arm being attached to Muir.
Can I have the rod, please? Cool. Thank you. All right, let's give it a go.
I'm gonna have a quick pray to Atar while doing.
Here, should I put the skin back, or will it patch itself? Jake, when I resurrect people, do
Yeah,
they usually
it
patch up
patches things.
wounds? Okay, let's just leave it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pray a little bit and have hope that Atar can somehow help in the aid of taking her soul back from this other, I'm assuming, other god that is very evil.
Sure, give us a
Maybe we
religion
should
check,
have
but with your wisdom.
Axes at the ready.
With my wisdom.
Yep, with your
Ah,
cleric
fuck.
stat.
I don't know how to do that because I'm
Uh,
proficient in it, but it's.
then you're still
intelligence.
proficient. You just use your wisdom instead of your intelligence.
Is it +4 is proficiency, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool.
So +4 is 10, and then my wisdom is +2, so 12.
12. Yeah, so you do a little prayer while Rurak is using the rod, channeling the rod. And you get a sort of a kind of it's kind of you're not super good. You're not super haven't got a huge amount of practical experience with the praying yet, so it's difficult to tell kind of what sort of reaction you've achieved. You definitely achieved some sort of reaction, probably a positive one. You're just not sure on kind of what scale.
Okay.
And Rurak, you kind of reach out the rod and touch her on the forehead. So just before you guys go any further, you're aware that the rod. You're aware that what the rod does, and that it won't do those things once you guess it out, right?
it'll break.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Rurak reaches the rod forward and kind of this sort of white, pale yellow light emanates from the head of it, and it spreads down and kind of flows into Paela, and you can see that a lot of the kind of desiccated sections of the corpse kind of reknit, and there's kind of warmth returns to the skin, and the patch of forehead kind of recovers itself over, and then when it recovers itself over, the eye doesn't immediately come back, but then as the casting sort of finishes, she opens her eyes, and they're this kind of teal color, and then rather than redrawing itself, the eye kind of burns itself back out, and then she's got these teal eyes, and then from her eyes and this eye symbol, this kind of pale blue energy kind of ripples out and forms this sort of face around her face, and it flows down, and she sort of rises up into the air, and she's kind of surrounded by this pale blue energy, and it forms around her face, and it forms this crenellated face with an arched mouth and 5 eyes. The central one kind of struck out. And, her arms kind of extend with this blue energy. And she grows an extra one on her right hand and a stump on her left, and she rises 15 feet into the air.
Someone maybe
And she
chop her head off while we can.
she speaks with a deep voice. Let me see here. Where's my Pro Tools?
Oh dear.
This may have been a bad idea.
Seaworth, you cannot outrun what is coming. Where is the hand?
I'm not telling you. It's not happening.
At least we know it's worked. The hand hiding plan, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake,
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you, buddy.
Press the wrong button. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
So this blue kind of figure with the teal eyes, it kind of rises up on the deck of the ship, and the sailors around are like freaking out. And it like stares Lidda down, and it reaches a hand up and kind of levitates Lidda off the ground, and holds her in this grip. And says,
Nope.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Remember,
Mhm.
you are meddling with forces beyond your ken, Arcanist, and I will not be subverted. Where is it?
I've subverted you so far.
he's going to cast a spell at you.
I'm gonna counterspell it.
God damn.
Okay, I guess weapons at the ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to counterspell it at level 6.
Can you make an Arcana check, please?
Dang.
God damn.
You can have +6.
I don't want to be the one to throw the weapon that murders Lidda's sister again.
It's a 19.
I think that works.
Hey!
Hey.
Ooh.
Let me just find the specific spell I was casting so I can... So he kind of reaches forward and constricts you and kind of says this word, and you kind of click your fingers, and the initial volume with which he says it, it kind of cuts away. So it's 11:15. Probably gonna be a big fight here. So I think we're probably gonna stop there. Pick up next week.
Damn.
So yeah, if you watch the stream, cheers for watching. We'll be back next Tuesday, roughly the same time, maybe a little earlier because we started a bit late today. And you come by like the Discord and follow us on Twitter and all that jazz. Keep up with things.
We've got 10 viewers right now.
Apparently do, yeah.
Do we have 10 viewers?
How
So
many
cheers for coming by.
hours?
Maybe see you next week.